เดี๋ยวกำลังแจ้งให้ไอ้แก้วฮู้เพิ่นว่ามันอ่าไล่มันเพิ่นจะขึ้นมาจนกิ่งขึ้นแล้วเพิ่นก็สิขึ้นมาเดี๋ยวสบายดีสบายดีแหละเนาะเราเป็นจั่งใดน้ออือฮึช้าหน่อยหนึ่งเนาะก็ขอโทษขออภัยหลายๆตามเคยเนาะเวลายืดโมงลาวอืมโอเคหวังว่าแก้วเพิ่นสิเข้าร่วมจักหน่อยนี่แหละเนาะสบายดีเด้อบ่ฮู้ว่าได้ยินเสียงดีอยู่บ่ได้ยินเสียงหยังรบกวนบ่เพราะว่าเปิดพัดลมยังเซาอยู่บ่ทันได้นอนปานใดก็เลยบ่อยากใส่แอร์ถ้าว่าได้ยินเสียงรบกวนก็แจ้งได้เด้อแต่ว่าน่าจะโอเคนะเพราะว่า StreamYard นี่ noise reduction ที่ว่าดีแม่น้องเฮาผู้ใดที่ว่าอยากขึ้นมาร่วมสนทนาเนาะก็สามารถใช้ลิงก์ที่ว่าเราใช้เอาลงไปเมื่อกี้นี้แล้วก็สามารถคลิกเข้ามาร่วมได้เด้อถ้าว่าอยากร่วมสนทนาเนาะอ่า การร่วมสนทนาก็สิมี3แบบเนาะ1มาแม่นขึ้นมาไล่พร้อมกับเราโดยใช้วิดีโอทั้งพร้อมเสียงพร้อมวิดีโออันที่2มาแม่นบ่จำเป็นต้องโชว์วิดีโอแต่ว่ามีแต่เสียงก็ได้เนาะอันที่3มาแม่นสามารถคอมเมนต์ได้อยู่นำไลฟ์สตรีมของเราทั้ง3ช่องทางเลยเนาะ1มามีLaos Connect with K&K ตัวช่องยูทูบนี้แล้วก็2มาแม่น ทางเฟซบุ๊กเนาะตัว Laos Connect ประเทศที่เขาก็ไลฟ์คือกันแล้วก็ที่สามารถก็แม่นทางช่องทางของแก้วเนาะ US Citizen in Laos มื้อนี้หัวข้อเนาะหัวข้อเขาก็สิมาเว้าว่าสิมาเว้าเกี่ยวกับเรื่องความร้อนนี่แหละเนาะปัจจุบันนี้ถ้าว่าผู้ใดอาจจะมายามลาวบ่หรือว่าอาจจะมีพี่น้องอยู่ลาวเขาอาจจะจมเนาะเกี่ยวกับเรื่องอากาศร้อนในประเทศลาวนี่เนี่ยอากาศร้อนอ้าวอีหลีเนาะอ่าโดยเฉพาะเป็นช่วงเดือน4จะเป็นช่วงที่ว่าร้อนที่สุดของปีแหละเนาะเดือน4เดือน5เนาะแล้วก็ท้ายเดือน5มันสิเริ่มเป็นยามฝนไปอากาศนี่มันสิมีความร้อนความอ้าวเนาะอ้าวแบบเฮ็ดออกแล้วก็จะฮ้องเอ่อมันก็มีแต่ว่าเดี๋ยวถ้ามีเอื้อยน้องเข้ามาหลายหน่อยหนึ่งจักหน่อยแล้วก็อ่าถ้าไอ้แก้วผู้หนึ่งเนาะสบายดีเด้อ Terry สบายดีอ๋อสบายดีอ้ายโก้ยอา คุณเชอรี่น่าจะกำลังเฮือนๆบ่เชอรี่น่ะกำลังหากำลังเวียกบ่กำลังขับรถเมื่อบ้านบ่ไอ้โป้ยสบายดีเด้อ Starting next week, I might not get a chance to see you live. I just my schedule with my boss will see. เด้ยบ่เป็นหยังไอ้โป้ยเบิ่งย้อนหลังเอาเนาะถ้าว่าเบิ่งไลฟ์บ่ทันเบิ่งย้อนหลังเอาก็ได้เนาะ I'm off today, not working. Yeah, Wednesday. Once in a while, Wednesday. Or is that your regular day off? I remember like you one time you also off on Wednesday. So maybe that's like once in a while, or maybe that's regular. Maybe I forgot. I have a goldfish memory, short memory. Apologies for that. Um, นอกจากเรื่องเว้าแล้ววันนี้เราสิมาเว้าเกี่ยวกับเรื่องเรื่องทิปสิมีวิธีเราอาศัยอยู่ประเทศลาวนี่เนาะถ้ามันยามร้อนจั่งซี้หั้นน่ะมันก็สิประมาณ2-3เดือนเนาะอันความร้อนที่ว่าร้อนหลายๆแบบนี้หั้นนะถ้าว่าร้อนยามฝนไปแล้วประมาณท้ายเดือน5ไปแล้วเป็นเริ่มเดือน6จะมีฝนเริ่มทยอยมาแล้วเดะบัดนี้น่ะมันก็สิคลายความร้อนไปเนาะแต่ว่าร้อนสุดก็แม่นเดือน4หรือเดือน5นี่แหละ เพิ่นก็เลยว่าอยากมาแชร์กับเอื้อยน้องเขาเนาะถ้าว่าผู้ใดก็อยากที่ว่ามายามบ้านยามนี้เนาะหรือว่ามาลาวยามนี้มาเที่ยวมาลิ้นบ่หรือว่าอาจจะมาลองอาศัยจั่งซี้หั้นนะเนาะเขาก็มาแชร์เบิ่งว่าเราสิมีวิธีคลายร้อนแบบใดเออ เดี๋ยวนี้อากาศก็ค่อนข้างว่าเอาหลายเนาะเอาปกติคือตอนเช้าจังซี้หั้นก็ก็เริ่มร้อนแล้วได้นี่แต่ว่าสิแบบยังถ้าว่าแดดบ่ออกหั้นน่ะก็โอเคเนาะก็ยังโอเคอยู่เปิดพัดลมเปิดหยังก็ยังอยู่ได้หั้นนะโดยเฉพาะแม่นเรือนคนลาวนี่อ่าเวลาเขาเจ้าปลูกเรือนนี่ส่วนหลายออกแบบมันจะบ่มี insulation เนาะหมายความว่าคือหลังคาบ่หรือคือฝาเรือนจังซี้ แม่นหลังคานี่ก็บ่มีถ้าเป็นเรือนสมัยเก่าเนาะเรือนแบบคนสมัยเก่าคนลาวสมัยเก่าหรือว่าสมัยใหม่บางเรือนเขาเจ้าก็ยังปลูกแบบนั้นอยู่อ่าก็สิมีความอ้าวเนาะหมายความว่ามันจะบ่มีระบบที่เขาเจ้าจะเฮ็ดให้มันกันความร้อนได้เลยหั้นน่ะถ้าว่าอากาศร้อนจังซี้อ่าเราเราเปิดแอร์เนาะเราเปิดแอร์เพื่อให้มันมีความเย็นถ้าว่าเป็นเรือนที่ว่าเก็บ ความร้อนได้เนาะปกติมันจะอุณหภูมิอยู่ในเรือนมันก็สิสม่ำเสมอมันก็สิบ่ร้อนเกินไปหั้นนะความหมายของมันก็สิเก็บความเย็นของเครื่องนี่ของเราเปิดแอร์หั้นเนาะแต่ว่าย้อนว่าเรือนมันบ่มีinsulation เลยก็คือเราเปิดไปแล้วถ้าเรามอดก็คือเรือนมันก็สิกลายเป็นมันแอร์มันก็สิเบิดไปเลยหั้นน่ะจะบ่เก็บความเย็นไว้เลยอากาศมันก็สิอ้าวคือเก่าถ้าว่า แดดออกนี่แฮงคักเลยแหละแดดออกมานี่มันแดดออกมันส่องมาฝาหรือว่าส่องมาทางอันน่ะหลังคาจังซี้หั้นน่ะมันจะเฮ็ดให้เก็บความร้อนอยู่ในเรือนนี่แหละอยู่ในฝาในหยังนี่แหละอ่าก็ร้อนอยู่เนาะกลางเว้นก็หมายความว่าก็ร้อนแต่ว่าเราเปิดแอร์เปิดหยังมันก็เย็นยามมันก็สิสวยแต่ว่าถ้าเรามอดแอร์ยามใดปั๊บนี่แม่นเรือนสิกลายเป็น เป็นเตาอบทันทีเนาะถึงแม้ว่าจะเปิดแอร์ไว้เบิดมื้อก็ตามแต่ว่าเรือนนั้นย้อนมันบ่มีมันบ่มี insulation ที่ดีนะมันก็จะเก็บความร้อนไว้เลยเนาะฉะนั้นมันก็ถ้าเป็นเรือนสำปกติเนาะถ้าเป็นเรือนคนปกติที่เขาเจ้าจะบ่เอ่อset up ตัวบ่มี system ของ insulation ที่ดีนั่นก็จะมันจะสิเป็นแบบนั้นโดยเฉพาะเป็นเรือนคุณแบบคุณลาวแท้ๆเนาะ เอ่อ And boy เพิ่นว่า yeah เพิ่นว่า so much fun to chat with you guys anything about Laos and I'm up for it okay I'm all for it we had a lot of fun with the girl and Barry yesterday เนาะโดยเมื่อวานนี้ก็น้องก็บ่ได้ออกร่วมมีมีภารกิจแหน่แล้วก็นอนเอ่อค่อนข้างว่าสิสิเพลียแหน่เมื่อวานนี้ก็เลยบ่ได้เข้าร่วมแต่ว่าก็คิดว่าจะได้เบิ่งไลฟ์สดของเพิ่นหน่อยหนึ่งเนาะก็แต่ว่าเพิ่นดำเนินไปได้ด้วยดีเนาะมีเอื้อยน้องเขาให้กำลังใจหลายคนเนาะ Hello Robert how are you how are you doing how is the weather in LA Terry and Robert maybe you're in California right now right or how is the weather where you are อันไอ้โบยเด้ไอ้โบยเป็นจั่งใดอากาศอยู่ทางทางบ่อนไอ้โบยอยู่ I'm I'm very good Robert thank you so much for asking very good but it's very warm here in Laos at the moment very hot 110 105 110 degrees and uh at the moment no rain yet hopefully we'll start to get the rain at the maybe right now it's the end of April, so hopefully by mid-May we will get the rain. We'll start to get some rains and it will cool off the heat. So going want to spring will be nice. Yeah, yeah, that sounds a bit better than here. Yeah, it's a bit hot and also it's humidity, so that doesn't help, right? Texas is nice today, 78 degrees, perfect weather. 78 degrees, yes, that's perfect. Yeah, I prefer the heat over the cold, but I mean, if it's like heat and high humidity, it's a bit uncomfortable. But yeah, add yourself when you're ready. I see you. Yes, we do have conditioner, Robert. Um, I personally, I mean, if it's getting really warm, like right now, it's 6:57, almost 7 a.m. And here it's okay. I just got off from aircon because I just woke up and we had the aircon the whole time. But I just got up from the aircon room and it's okay at the moment. And I think I would need it until like 10:30, 11 a.m. Then I'll start to turn on the aircon again. We do have aircon though. Yes. Stay in LA is very good. Cloudy in the morning, just see the sun in the afternoon is good. Wow. Yeah, sounds good. Very good. Cloudy could be a good thing, so that means that no sun, but then you get the sun in the afternoon. I like that. I mean, I like the rainy season. And here in Laos, especially when it rains at night. Most of the time, it rains at night, and when daytime's break, the rain stop. So you still can, if you plan to do things, want to go out, do things, activities, outdoor activities, you still can do it. Um, so yeah, I guess that's a positive thing of uh, rainy season here in Laos, it doesn't rain like all day long. Well, except last year, it rains for 2 weeks straight. And that was the first time in my life that we experienced anything like that here in Laos. Because it has never been like that before in the past, you know. But that's the first year. Last year, it was the first year that I experienced something like rain straight 2 weeks, no sun at all, just rain and then stop and then rain again and then stop, but there's no sun. So hopefully it's not like that this year. Hopefully it's carry on what it used to be like many years ago. Um, Good for taking a walk. Yes, for sure. Yeah. Um, yeah, I like it like that, like cloudy and then the sun break through later on and it's a right? It's a good it's nice to walk outside. Terry Maldi, do you know where Kingsland or Hollywood it's by the Bangkok market? I use it for the part of living there. Mm. Yeah, Terry, Robert asking if you know where Kingsley Drive and Hollywood Boulevard is by the Bangkok market. You probably know. You own an apartment there. Um, that means that you don't you don't own it anymore, Robert. I don't mind the heat where my life lives is brutal. My wife lives. It's brutal. She lives in Bangkok. I was there last year, exactly this week. Yeah, yeah, boy. Bangkok. I mean, I guess like we have a very similar weather with Laos and Thailand have similar weather. Um, but I think Bangkok has a lot of beauty. They like big building, tall building everywhere, so it makes it even hotter. Make it even warmer. Like for me to go to Bangkok, I never feel like I can breathe just because there's not many, like there's green, but not enough green, I guess. There's a lot of buildings, so it's a bit crowded and the air pollution is hell. You're at the hotel, huh? You're at the VIP. Fly somewhere to, oh, you're in the breakfast area.
How do I flip the
Okay.
camera?
Huh? What do you want to do?
Wanna like let me see if I know how to work this phone.
She's remoting working and she's eating, I
Breakfast.
guess. Uh-huh. She doesn't want to miss her breakfast at the hotel. So that means you're away. I mean, the guy's coming in to change your windows, so you have to allow them to do that completely or what?
Not yet.
Uh,
I need to connect my headphone to this.
okay, she'll come back. I So Robert say I only with a brother and I saw it. I split the money he was yeah. Money it's doesn't money is always makes people a bit selfish, right?
I want to do the back camera. How do I do that?
She's back again.
Like instead of the
Yeah,
front,
no,
the back.
she's a bit away. She's away from her house right now, and she's trying to live
Yeah,
in
but
other.
you know
She's
how
live
I don't
live
know,
on
but the
good
back.
morning.
You know how the camera
Yeah,
give you an
gorgeous,
option
pretty. Yeah, they're very true.
to do
Money,
the front or the back.
money can turn people to
It
be
doesn't
a
give me
really,
on the phone.
I
yeah,
can't take the camera
be
but
a greedy person.
showing you right now.
It's a Kunde, what a life Gail has. Yeah,
People won't.
I agree. I agree.
I want them to see people walking around.
What do you want that camera for? That camera's looking at you. It's blocked.
Yes, Robert, we
Yeah, so
used to buy
see
groceries
me, but
at
see
the Thai market. If I remember the name, it's Bangkok Market. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's what Robert said, that it's by Bangkok
Yeah, let me
Market.
go back. Let me go to the room.
So I think
I'm
it's
going
a
back home.
same beauty. Thank you so much, Ron, sister ขอบใจเด้อน้องเขาทุกคนขอบมาฟัง
Is that like
วันนี้ก็
on the phone?
ทราบแบบ
Everyone can
แบบปกตินั่นแหละ
Then why is it
สำหรับน้องเนาะทราบหน่อยหนึงแล้วก็แก้วเพิ่นก็remoting live now, so she's in and out. So please bear with us. And thank you for your patience. สบายดี everyone สบายดี thanks สบายดีI can think you guys come as a couple. So even at Thanks Day hi, I would say hi to AK too. Okay, there's other markets in Hollywood these days. Yeah, I don't know. I think like Terry and Robert, you're the
lot of hot,
team, you know.
lot of hot food, but I don't feel like eating it.
You're the local of
just
LA,
because
so
you ate a whole
you know
duck
every single corner, I
and
guess.
rice?
I only visit LA once back when I was in the US. Did the road trip there, and
Okay,
it
I'm
was
gonna go back to the
very quick.
house because I think
Yeah.
this guy might come
Oh, yeah.
and start on the house.
If it doesn't rain tomorrow, I will go cipher up like we did later. By the Table Rock
We
Lake.
should
Oh
go
wow.
get out the room.
Mystery sounds like a quiet, peaceful, huh, Robert? Girl, she's on a move. Where are you going? Going back home? Hello, my friends. สบายดีคุณจัน Hello.
Okay.
How are you? Oh, the couple is on the way home or on the way to the room.
สบายดี
All right.
Need a room.
คันนี้กันใหญ่เลย
Yeah. You very know how เดี๋ยวจักหน่อยเนาะถ่ายจักหน่อยให้เด็กแล้วเป็น settle แล้วเขาจังสิมาเว้าเกี่ยวกับเรื่องuh, tips for stealing out in Laos when it's swearing when it's sweating. Um,
ราคาห้องบ่ฮู้เห็นบ่
okay, yeah. So you have like what 600,000 kid. Oh. So they're on the move. I think, because Raquel having people to come over at her house and renovate or changing the windows. She's on a mission of changing the windows and the doors in her house. And so, yeah, she's just a bit inconvenient for her and Joe, husband, to work. So they just um, stay in the hotel so that they can, work peacefully without the noise. But I guess she's probably going up to her room or maybe go back to the house. Not sure. She'll be back. Yes, Robert. Thank you so much for say hi, for coming to say hi, and always appreciate. Thank you so much, and have a lovely dinner. We'll talk to you later. Okay, okay. Where are you? Still at the hotel?
กระเป๋าเพื่อนมีห้องหลาย
บอกมีอันเดียวมีกระเป๋า
She's like
คอมพิวเตอร์
she's she,
อืม
she's on a
ห้องอยู่
mission
ในบ้า
of
น relax สุด
doing
แม่นมี
doing live stream for the whole day.
หลายห้องเลย
Maybe this is the start.
I'll see you in a bit
เพราะว่ามันปิดโจง
Morning and sit relax.
อืม
No sleep.
no no
Super deluxe.
no only
Terry,
this available
Robert, say have a good evening.
Oh, yeah, super.
Yes, Robert, you
ถ้า
too.
มัน
Have
เป็
a
น
good
มื้ออื่น
night.
มีว่างอยู่บ่ห้อง
Thank
ใหญ่
you.
นะ
And
ห้
we'll
อง
chat.
นั้น
We'll chit
ตัว
chat
ซูเปอร์
later.
ดีลักซ์มีว่างบ่มื้ออื่น
เปิ้ลนี่นะเดี๋ยวมีแต่มื้อเช้าน่ะสิกลับเบิ่งให้เพราะว่าเรียนเพิ่น
And Kunjan, Misking, how can I make small profit living in
ท่าน
Laos?
ท่านมีว่างก็
I don't know, Kunjan. It's hard if you're a foreigner to come here. I mean, unless you already have a business plan
มื้อ
going
อื่น
on,
you can make it
Or another
uh,
thing. No, I can't have
do
They're all-
many
they're already
many
fixed.
expats who come to Laos, and when they
Why would they move me to the
usually
smallest
they
room?
work for an
because
organization, they work for the
the room
government.
that you have right now somebody else is
They
booked
already assigned by
Well, yeah, but there's
the
multiple.
by the company back in their
It's-
home country.
เดี๋ยวมี
Like they have like
เดี๋ยวนะสิยังไงอยู่บ้าน
they're
they're
like
gonna check again tomorrow to see if
international
anything else available
government
anything else
agencies, things
bigger
like that. So
Tomorrow.
usually they come
but
as a
for now
mission,
this
right? They
is the
come,
only one
so they
available and
already
someone
have
gonna
books and
move
everything.
in
But
to where you stay
if
right
you
now because they
are a
already
foreigner
booked
and
it
you just
before
come here to look for a
it's already
job,
been
it's a
booked
bit challenging.
but tomorrow
I,
they'll check
I
it
have to
again
be honest.
if someone move out then
And
you can
especially you're, like
Can meet up for tomorrow.
you probably if you
you still
probably
gonna
don't
need it
read or write Lao.
Okay.
You probably don't speak Lao
Okay, bye.
fluently.
bye honey
See you later.
You know, most of the job
check
here,
on
of course, they would want you to have all those skills and knowledge. Uh, yeah, but again, unless you figure out what kind of business that you want to do, then I would say like yeah, maybe try do the market research first though before you doing anything, because Laos is a small market, not like Thailand. We only have 7-8 million the whole country. Thailand have 66 or 67 millions population. So look at that, like 10 times, like almost 10 times more than Laos. And if you're trying to do business here, then it's going to be challenging. Yeah, it's possible, right? I mean, it's possible to open a small restaurant that will profit
it's
profitable.
already getting hot
But again, are you going home, Miguel?
uh-huh
Okay, so you are you're trying to do the non-stop life. Maybe this is where to start.
yeah
Yeah,
let's see if
maybe this is how to start.
let's see if my phone is good enough
Uh-huh. Yeah, just if you have the power bank with you, you should be okay. But yeah, this is the start for you. There you go. Be careful though. Drive safe. Let Adele's focus on her driving now. I think like her internet will be on and off because of when you drive, the signal is probably not as good as when you stay still. So,
Why can I
but
switch the
bear with
camera?
us. Well, you should be able to switch like when you do the video call, you should be able to switch on your screen. Thank you, Robert. Very safe. Thank you. Yeah. He's off for the dinner now. How about you, Terry? Are you having dinner? What are you having dinner today? Or did you already have dinner? It's a bit early, huh? I boyfriend, I can help you with setting up the restaurant. Yeah, if you know what kind of restaurant you want to do, I can. But again, I would really like you should come and observe and do the market research first. Um, like okay, I can give you an example. The restaurant yesterday, Chris and I went to the Dog House, which is Mexican American food cuisine, right? They serve hot dogs, all kind of hot dogs, like American hot dogs, and they also serve breakfast, like American breakfast, and also uh, Mexican, burrito, tacos, all that. And they do pretty good. They start with the truck, I think like a small mobile, food truck. And then I think like a few years back, 4 or 5 years old, maybe more than that, before the COVID. And now they're renting a restaurant, and they actually have like their restaurants, and they're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. But the guy who owned the restaurant with his Lao wife, he's married to the Lao citizen, and of course, his wife is Lao. She would be able to open everything in her name, and the husband is the one who has the recipes of like Mexican American food, and they serve the best Mexican
ห
food
น่อยสิเอา
here
ตุ๊กมาให้เด้อ
in Laos. So they're doing pretty good so far, and been in business for quite a number of years now. Yeah. Thank you, Robert. Nice hotel, gal. Gal, Terry from a nice hotel. Yeah, that's her regular hotel. She stay in uh, Takek whenever she's runaways from home. she's on the. It's pretty cool to see her like driving home. Go for it, gal. Do the whole day live stream. Hi, Konchan. I like Lao barbecue restaurant with beers. Yeah, it's gonna be if you trying
Is
to
it
open
noisy?
something like yes, you can see you just fine, Cal, and have no bean sound. Pretty good. There's no like interrupting noise, so the phone is working pretty well. But I think like it's gonna be challenging if you open Lao restaurant, right? Because you're competing with the whole country with the Lao logo. So I'm not sure. I mean, unless you the person that you're gonna be your chef, it's like really good chef and maybe making something a bit different than others. I don't know. You have to provide something. If other than that, it's gonna be challenging to just open the Lao barbecue restaurants. But like the things that I was telling you about a Mexican restaurant, because like it's very hard to find. Like we do have one or two. I mean, we do have the Western cafe that they serve like American or Westerner Mexican food, but it's not authentic. So it's not, like when you eat it there once, you're like, okay, that's it. But for the dog house, because they serve like close to authentic Mexican food, so that makes them stand out, right? So that's why they're doing pretty good with their business. So you have to find like something that you can stand out from the others restaurants. If you, um, yeah, but I think you should. Yeah, when you come to Laos, like maybe you can observe that, do some research before you make decision. Opening, because opening restaurant, even if small, you still have to invest, right? Like you still have to buy equipment, the kitchens. You still have to buy like you still have to rent a place for the restaurant. You still have to think about like many components to to build a restaurant, right? So um, yeah. Um, I have not seen good American food in Laos yet. Um, yeah, the dog house they serve like a American sandwich breakfast thing. Um, I think I am vegetarian, but they also do vegetarian uh, dish as well. So I I appreciate that to the dog house. Even if you want to eat like hot dog, they do have vegetarian hot dog. If you want to eat like burger, they do have vegetarian burger. Um, but yeah, the food are pretty good. um, the other the other place that very popular here in Vientiane is the Joma Cafe. Uh, the owner is the Canadian, and he came here. He or she came here like probably like over 25 years ago, and they start from the small. They start from like one cafe first in the city center, and now they're expanding. They have like 4 or 5 cafes in over uh, Vientiane, and then they have another location in. Well, they have 2 locations in Luang Prabang now. They used to have one, but they have two, and then they also have another location in Vietnam. I think in City. The other one is Ho Chi Minh City or Hanoi. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that. But either one in Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, and then the other one in Cambodia. So they're doing pretty good, and they serve like consistent American breakfast, American Canadian, I would say. Um, yeah, um, my husband, my spouse, Chris, he likes this. Uh, he likes the food there. He say like it's pretty consistent every time. He eats there. He would not be disappointed with the flavor. It's always consistent and good, and it's clean, and the cafe there to create a good environment. It's like a cafe and restaurants, and many people will come into the cafe and just to eat and work there because it's aircon and a good setting. for people to be in. Again, you look a bit tired because of the drive.
I no, because of the sleep too, because I've been up since midnight. I've been up since midnight, came back
Okay, so
home
what
like
did
at
you do?
came back home at maybe 3 a.m. and then watered the plant and been up since. And then went back to the hotel
So
for
you
breakfast.
so you are drunk again. So what they working on changing your windows, and they you ask them to paint as
Yeah,
well, to paint the windows.
yesterday they came over to take down โต๊ะ
Mm.
เพิ่นเอิ้นหยังโต๊ะกันขโมยหั้นน่ะเป็นเหล็กหั้น
Mm-hmm.
น่ะเหล็กกันขโม
Okay.
ย and then I asked them to paint it white because I want to change the color because that one's been here since like many years forever, so it's like old and
Yeah.
ugly color and old color, so I asked them to paint it white for me, and they took it back to their workshop to paint it white. It's probably dry today. Yesterday they didn't come back to install it. It's probably มันบ่ทันแห้งเทื่อหั่นน่ะ so I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure that they'll come back today and it's all dried, and they'll install that, and then they'll probably take down the old windows เอา old windows ลงแล้วก็เอาตัวใหม่มา install.
Mm.
It shouldn't take them
Yeah.
too long because it's already been cut and stuff, just need to be replaced.
Yeah, to put together. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get the brand new exciting for that, huh? You're gonna get brand new windows, and I agree. I mean, it's already old and stuff. Like, if you're gonna do it at right now, right? Because you probably don't want, when you install it, you probably don't want to touch it for a while.
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah.
once it's installed, it's gonna be done forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
hopefully when
excited for
the
the new
window,
windows.
yeah, hopefully when the windows is installed, the door came in, so it will be all done at the same time, hopefully.
Yep. Yeah.
But
Do
yeah,
little by little.
my sleeping is all over the place since yesterday.
Yeah. You had the good live stream though, huh? With Barry.
Yes. I'm glad that he decided to to do it, and I'm trying to like talk him into at least twice a week.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because I think like it's a good thing to commit to something. Like, you have to be committed, right? Like, and the audience, like our audience, like I boy or everything, like they always come to our live stream because you let them know that you're gonna be here this day, so they can count on you. And I think it's important for, if you're gonna do it, you know, you have to commit to it completely.
Especially for me, I'm so terrible with answering the comments. Like I go back, I read all the comments, but then I'm so terrible with answer the comments. So it's better for me to, if they can make it, come on while we were doing the streaming, then the answer can be easier that way for me.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. And yeah, the live stream, it's kind of like you create a community that anyone can come in and join the conversation. You still can always watch back, but it's nothing like you talk in person. And live stream, it's like that. You allow people to be able to talk um instantly, and and Terry is like กินข้าวแรงกินแรงแล้วมื้อนี้ไปหาหมอฟันเลยต้มข้าวเปียกกินอ๋อสงสัยมีการ มีการทำให้ฟันเหมาะ จึงได้กินข้าวเปียก My boy เพิ่นว่า see what I mean girl I just live here life according to her yes she living her by her own code
Mhm.
yeah
Yes, pretty much. Yesterday, one of the audience, he said that he's thinking about moving back to Laos after retirement, but he can't convince his wife to agree with his decision. He said that she's too addictive to American lifestyle.
yeah some people it can be a difficult transition, right? Like when they think about it, they live in America for probably more than they live here in Laos. You know, they left Laos when they were still young, and they most of their whole life is in the U.S. If you're really not like, the person who's easy to adapt to anything, it's gonna be challenging. Because you already addicted to American lifestyle. It's everything's convenient there, right? But you have to trade with some other things, of course. But some people it's not an easy transition for them. And I think like start from I think like you convince him to to come here to just visit, and I think that's a good start. Maybe they could come here and see how it is, and maybe his wife see the Laos now, not like the same Laos as it used to be. Maybe she would change her mind, like because sometimes people always stuck with the old days ideas of like they picture Laos like that, right? They might not believe it yet, but yeah, hopefully he convinced her to come here and visit, and then later on she can start to change her mind. But yeah, it's
I told him that I was the same way before I came here. I mean, ask Terry. They all were so surprised that I can stay here. They didn't think that I would last. They didn't think that I would even consider, staying here, because I don't talk about Laos. I don't even I don't keep in contact with any of my friends. I don't talk to any of my relatives. Like, I have nothing to do
yeah,
with Laos. I don't even look into it. And when I
yeah.
came here and I stayed this long, they're pretty surprised. They didn't think that I would last, that I would, do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it either way, like I think like anywhere you go, you just have to come, and then when you see it and experience it by yourself, then you know, right? Like you can't just listen to others. You can't even they say like, oh, this is like very nice place to live, that and this, like, or people have negative things talking about it. That doesn't speak of what it really is. Like you yourself have to come here because you might have a different opinion about things. Everyone is different. So yeah. So hopefully, but they haven't been here, right? They haven't visited since they left Laos. The couple. Oh yeah. See, like yeah, they only have like the pictures of when they left, right? Which yeah,
Mhm.
there was nothing back then. just relax everyone. American lifestyle is very expensive. You become your own slave just to enjoy the lifestyle. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think like you trade your lifestyle with, becoming a slave to other people, right?
The life that I remember, the life that I remember, in States is tired. It's
Mhm.
like I'm always tired. I'm always sleepy. I feel like I don't
Mhm.
get any sleep. Like I have to wake up in the middle of my sleep. The alarm went off, and
Mhm.
then I have to put on snooze because I'm like, okay, let me get 2 more minutes. Let me get 1 more minute. And it's here you're so relaxed. Here it's like, okay, wake up when you
Yeah.
want to, go to sleep when you want to, eat whenever you want, and you don't feel like doing
Mhm.
anything, don't do anything.
Yeah, you live according to your own. Like I always say, you have your own code. You don't have to listen to anyone. You don't have to take an order from anyone, right? You just be your own boss.
Mhm.
Take action for your own life. And I think like everyone should think about that. And because right now, like the people in the US, they just get used to the lifestyle that and we can't blame them. They live like that for the
So
most of
yeah, it's
their
the
life.
system. Yeah, the system. They
Yeah.
set up the system that way. And you've
Uh-huh.
been trained since the day you were born. You've been trained to think like that. So yeah, I
Yeah.
can't blame them. But here it's like if I feel like painting my house bright green, I just go to the store and
Mhm.
buy the paint and paint my house bright green. I don't have to worry about
Yeah.
home associate or anything like that. Or neighbor, or
Nice.
what would my neighbor think of my color, or is it okay? You don't have to go get permit to do anything if it's
Right.
if it's your land.
Yeah, you got freedoms to do so much things that it can be done without, have to wait
Hmm.
and you have to pay so much money for anything, right? If you want to renovate or do that, do this, you have to like have people come to inspect. Be, by the time
As
you're ready to do something, you spend a lot of money for that already.
As Terry, where she live, the other night, Lynn, our sister, come and spend the night with her.
Mm.
They have to go get parking permit. They have to go buy parking permit to park the car at their own
Jeez.
house. It's
Uh,
like it's your own house, but no, you have to
yep.
go get a parking permit. Otherwise, you get ticket.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, especially if you live in the city, right?
Hmm.
They're so expensive to just to park the car somewhere. Or I mean, maybe Chris and I we had an experience. Like we went to Vancouver, Canada, and he drove from US to because it's just like 2 3 hours from where we live. And yeah, we park overnight at this like parking lot that you have to pay. I think like 15 or $20 for like 8 hours, something like that. And then in the morning, somebody broke into the car, like got a lot of stuff. Like even you park the car in where you have to pay.
Hmm.
Use your car still got broken, and yeah, we report to the cops and nothing happened. No, didn't get anything back. Just not many things, but a few things that it's important to him. But yeah, just like that, you know.
สบายดี Travel Thailand ยินดีต้อน
No,
รับ
it's a
เด้อ
beach over Thailand.
Oh, so I heard, are they going to Luang Prabang? So the parents decided that they're going to Luang Prabang?
Yeah, they're going to Luang Prabang. Not mom, just dad and
Oh.
his nephew, and then the other friends. Because mom, she just got back from Savanakhet and she doesn't
She
want to do
doesn't feel
travel
like
yet.
stuck
So dad, yeah,
in
so
the
dad's
car for
going.
hours. So it's
Yep,
like just the boys, just the boys.
yeah, just dad, his nephew. I'm not sure if Barry is coming. So mom will get the confirmation from him because if he's not going, then because they're doing ก็เจ้าสิเอาพระไปถวายนะแก้วเอาพระ
Mhm.
เอาพระปัดนี่อย่างไรที่เป็นสร้าง
Mhm.
จากประเทศไทยน่ะเป็นพระใหญ่
Mhm.
ๆดอกเนาะก็บ่แน่ใจว่าอันเป็นพระอิหยังเนาะแต่ว่าเพิ่นสิเอาไปถวายแล้วก็อัน
I
ถ้า
heard
ว่า
I heard he's going.
Mary okay. Yeah. So it's I think she's gonna get the confirmation from him, and if he goes, then yeah, they're leaving on Friday morning.
Mm.
Yeah, and then they stay for Saturday, and they're coming back on Sunday. I think. Yeah, they're gonna take like another way that only 5-6 hours to get there.
Oh,
Um,
that's nice.
Yeah, ทางเก้าเลี้ยวหั่นนะทาง
Mhm.
ภูเก้าเลี้ยวกับเจ้าทอง So it's another way to get to, you going through the highway that from Vientiane to Quang Vien, and then you gotta take another
Mm.
route, which is faster than, if you just take the normal route, it's like 8 to 12 hours. So this is like cut in half, 6 hours,
Mhm.
not bad. Yeah. Otherwise, like he can always take the train, but the train, as you know, not sure it's gonna be able to reserve the train. Um, have time to do that. It's a pretty busy time for the I see like the train they increase um the times for service as well. Like instead of like 3 times a day, they do like 5, I think.
Oh.
A lot of tourists and it's still full,
Yeah, and then people are worried about who's gonna use the train. It's so expensive. Wrong.
Yeah. Yep. And then now they say that, yeah, because of the tourists, not because of the Lao people, right? They will always have something to say. It's like,
Mhm.
no, they're busy because of tourists. But if you
So?
actually go there, like so many of Lao people travel by train, it's so convenient
Mhm.
and much cheaper than the flight, People already travel here in Laos, like they already travel by flight, by train. Um, but yeah, people can always have their opinion, right?
Yep.
Uh, so I always say, open your mind. You might be missing out on something that you don't give it a try. That's right. Agree with your statement. 100%. Too many rules and regulations in America that alone could cause a lot of stress. That's right. Not just in America. I have because we have the doing the house construction with the Australian company right now in Laos, and this guy, he's also the engineer, but he's Kiwi. He's they call it New Zealander. He's from New Zealand. He's the citizen of New Zealand. He's white, but he's married to Laos, and he lived here in Laos for 8 years. New Zealand is like one of the best countries living in the world. They have the best natural environment, geography, like in terms of everything, like the my weather, like beautiful geographies, like landscapes and everything. But the cost of living there is crazy. You know, it's like super high. It's like in the top of like compared to other Western countries. And for him, even yes, his country is super nice and everything, but the cost of living,
I think her internet is come and goes โดยสบายดีเด้อ FC คำลาสาว
sorry, internet issue.
คำลาลาวใต้แขวงจำปาสัก
Yeah, I set up my computer, a bit far away from the modem. It's not like indirect, so Whoop.
Do I have the same problem
and
when
then when I go ahead again.
ตอนเอ้ยไปอยู่ตู้อินเทอร์เน็ตเอ้ยก็ slow บ่ Do I is it blurry or it's okay
Yes, a bit blurry, but it's okay. I think it's okay.
because it's pretty far from the um, สบายดีน้องสาวทั้งสองโดย
No, it's about I add อันนี้มันไผสบายดีเด้อ FC คำลาลาวใต้แขวงจำปาสัก โอ้ โดยสบายดียินดีต้อนรับเนาะสบายดีน้องสาวทั้งสองไอ้แสงโดยแล้วไอ้แสง โดยมื้อนี้ก็บ่ฮู้ว่าแก้วเห็นหัวข้อบ่
บ่ได้อันนั้นเลย บ่ได้เบิ่งเลยหัวข้อคือหยัง
หัวข้อก็คือว่าวิธีคลายร้อนเมื่ออากาศอ้าวอยู่ประเทศลาว
เฮ็ดหยัง just buy a bag of ice and put it in the one of those pool and then just stay
Yeah.
in there
So again, what is your tip? What are your tips to chill
My
out when
tip-
it's hot?
I stay in the room. If I feel it's too hot out there, I don't go out there. I just stay in the room. What do you do
Yeah.
differently?
Well, I mean, stay in the room for sure with the aircon on. Stay hydrated, right? Like, when this time of year you want to drink something and you drink more water, you want to drink something cold and refreshing. That helps a lot for me. I think like, stay in the shades, right? Like if you're, like you have like a house aircon room or even you have trees around your house that would help. That will help in at some level, but I think
I think
if you have aircon, then yeah.
Terry is staring at my jewelry. Terry,
Oh
เฮ้ย
wow.
Terry สนใจบ่นี้
Where do you get that? Is it looks like a real gold, but maybe not because you put it up there. Probably not real gold.
No บ่แม่น real gold ดอกเป็นเหรียญเงิน เป็นเหรียญทองแดงหั้นนะเป็นเหรียญทองแดงแล้วเขาเอามาสูบสี
Okay.
มาสูบสีคำแต่ก็
เขาเอามาตี
บ่ตกสี
เนาะ
เด้มันก็เลยมันแพงมันก็แพงได้มันบ่ตกสีแค่แม่นไปเซาเนาะ
Yeah,
ส่วนหลายแค่แม่นแบบ
very nice.
เจ้าสาวเขาก็สิไปเซาเป็นสุดเจ้าสาวจังซี่ก็หลายพันบาท ประมาณ 3-4,000 บาทเซาซื่อๆหั่นนะเพราะว่าถ้าแม่นเฮาซื้อนี่ก็ 30,000 ปลายพุ่นเด้ 3-4 หมื่นพุ่นเด้ 3-4 หมื่นบาทพุ่นเด้
เพราะว่าเขาเจ้าใส่เหรียญเนาะ
ก็บ่ถูกก็สมควรเอาไปเก็บเห็นอยู่ได้บ่สมควรเอามาปะจังซี่
Right. Yeah, if you
เพราะว่า
have
มันบ่เป็นหยังดอกเพราะว่ามันอยู่ในห้องแอร์มันคือสิบ่ มันคือสิบ่อันนั้นดอกบ่เก่าหั่นนะมันคือสิบ่เสียหายอีหยัง
ถ้าเป็นเหรียญมันก็น่าจะโอเคเนาะเพราะว่ามันบ่แม่นแบบมันแบบมันถ้าเป็นเหรียญทองแดงอะมันจะมีมันจะบ่เก่าง่ายคือกับแบบเขาเจ้าเอาโลเอาหยังมาเฮ็ดอะนะเนาะอันแบบชีพ ชีพเลยอันนี้มันถือว่ามันมีราคาอยู่เด้เพราะมันเป็นเหรียญทองแดง I miss jumping in the Mekong River this time of year. I miss my childhood friends. My grandparents' house is by the river. Yeah, another way to cool off. if if I live in Luang Prabang, I probably go to the waterfall.
คัน
That's
อยู่
gonna
ตะแค
be
ง
the best place to live.
อยู่ตะแคงนี่ก็สิมี2หม้องเนาะให้คนไปไปอาศัยยามอากาศร้อนจังซี่คืออยู่มีหาดอยู่บ้านนาเมืองแล้วก็อยู่มีท่าฝรั่งเนาะเอาไว้ให้เขาผู้ใดที่มักเล่นน้ำหั่นนะก็อากาศเย็นส่วนหลายก็อยู่บ้านเฮาก็สิจังซี่แหละเนาะไปหาอยู่แถวห้วย
Mm.
ไปอยู่แถวป่าแถวห้วยผู้ใดที่แบบบ่ได้เฮ็ดเวียกหั้นนะแต่ผู้ใดที่เฮ็ดเวียกก็ต้องท่าเป็นวันพักจังไปได้
บ่ซั้นก็ไป swimming pool เนาะซั้นว่าอยู่คืออยู่เวียงจันทน์นี่ก็มี swimming pool หลายบ่อนที่เขาเจ้าเปิดให้บริการเนาะบ่ว่าจะอาจจะเป็น เป็น private swimming บ่แม่นเป็นpublic swimming pool ซึ่งว่าจ่ายเงินแล้วก็เข้าไปใช้ได้หรือว่าเป็น hotel swimming pool ก็ได้ก็เขาเจ้าปกติเขาเจ้าก็จะให้จ่ายเงินแล้วให้เจ้าไปลอยไปเล่นน้ำได้หั้นน่ะซึ่งส่วนหลายคนอยู่ในนครหลวงนี่เนาะคนอยู่ในเมืองใหญ่นี่เขาเจ้าก็สิเฮ็ดแบบนั้นเพราะว่าบางเทื่อในบ่แม่นวันเสาร์อาทิตย์สิเขาเจ้ายังเฮ็ดเวียกเฮ็ดหลักๆเลิกเวียกเขาเจ้าก็ไปลอยน้ำไปหยังเลยสินะก็เฮ็ดอันนั้นก็ได้แล้วก็มีหลาย swimming pool เนาะที่ว่าถ้าน้องเฮามาแล้วแบบว่าโอเคมีบ่ swimming pool บ่อนให้ไปลอยน้ำสิก็มีหลายบ่อนเนาะมันก็มีบ่อนถูกบ่อนแพงคือกันกับการเช่าเรือนหั่นแหละคือกันเนาะถ้าว่าไปโรงแรมหรูๆแน่มันก็สิราคาแพงแน่ถ้าว่าไปแบบธรรมดาจังซี่ก็บ่ได้เสียแพงเท่าปานใดเนาะเออก็เป็นอีกทางเลือกหนึ่งถ้าว่าเฮาวันเสาร์วันอาทิตย์จังซี่ก็บ่ไกลนะสมมุติเฮาไปวังเวียงบ่จังซี่หั้นนะหรือว่าไปแบบแถบทางงอนจังซี่ก็บ่ได้ไกลเนาะถ้าเฮาสิไปอยู่ไกลน้ำอะนะ อาแล้วก็อีกอันหนึ่งเนาะถ้าว่าวิธีคลายร้อนก็แม่นอ่าอีหยัง อันอันนุ่งเสื้อผ้าที่ว่าบ่ต้องเป็นสีค้ำเนาะเพราะว่าบางคนหั้นก็บ่บางคนแบบร้อนอยู่แล้วยังไปนุ่งสีดำอีกนะคือน้องนี่นุ่งอยู่สีดำอยู่ในเรือนนี่แต่ว่าออกน้องบ่นุ่งได้ยามร้อนนี่น่ะเพราะว่าสีดำมันจะเฮ็ดให้มันจะเก็บแสงอะนะแก้วเวลาแสงแดดส่องมาแล้วมันจะเก็บความร้อนอยู่ในเสื้อสีเสื้อนะฉะนั้นนุ่งเสื้อสีไล่เนาะสีขาวบ่สีอันไหนที่คือแดงบ่สีจางๆจังซี้นะถ้าเป็นสีเข้มสีเอ่อ dark brown บ่หรือว่าสีดำสีdark blue ไปจั่งซี้มันสิเฮ็ดให้เจ้าร้อนได้แล้วน้องก็สังเกตถ้าว่าน้องนุ่งเสื้อสีดำกับนุ่งเสื้อสีขาวนี่ความร้อนอยู่ในทางกายนี่นะมันสิต่างกันอีกเดะหั่นน่ะเนาะฉะนั้นก็เวลาเรานุ่งเครื่องเราก็ต้องได้พิจารณานุ่งเครื่องที่ว่ามันบ่เก็บแสง แล้วก็อาจจะ lightweight เนาะเป็นเสื้อฝ้ายบ่เสื้อที่แบบบ่หนาบ่หยังหั้นนะแบบมันเฮ็ดให้มันเรารู้สึกสบายในตัวเราเนาะ
I don't think
Um
I'm too picky about colors. I go in the sun with any color. To me, I feel like it's hot no matter what. It's hot. Just deal with it. So
Yeah.
I still wear whatever color I wear at a time. I don't change the color that I wear for the sun. Too lazy for that. It doesn't bother
Yeah, but
me
I
if
mean, yeah, for the people who also yeah, building the house because the house gonna be there, right? You can't change the color like even the house that I'm building, the original plan is like black color. I'm not gonna do black color here because it's gonna absorb the heat. So, but most Lao house they don't paint in a dark color anyway. More likely they do like light color. Back in
I
the
think
Western, they do have different color.
it's just me that it doesn't bother me enough to to do anything differently. I guess it doesn't bother me that much.
Yeah. I mean, if it's hot like this, I would consider anything. I mean,
It is
like
if I feel it's
yesterday
too
we been
hot
out.
out, if I feel it's too hot out there, I just don't go out there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you retired that I mean, for me, I still have to go out sometimes meet the clients that then I have to consider that. And yeah, it's, but yeah, the best way is to, um, stay in the shade and stay in the room with aircon. That's the best way. And I try not to go out during the day anyway because the sun is still strong. I try to if I do grocery shopping or anything like that, I'll do like later on, like 6:30, 7 p.m. when everything cooler. The traffic is not too stressed.
I think it's between
Um,
11, like between 10 to 3 or 11 to 3 to 4. That is like the hottest time of the day.
well, and also with how Laos build the house here, like the house that they built, like the old back in the old day, and it just absorb the heat in the building. Even when the sun goes down, your house still like open.
Mhm.
Like even you try to turn on the aircon for like few hours already cool, and then when you turn off the wall, you're touching the wall, it's still like so much heat and so much warm in there. And yeah, so I think like anyone who's planning to, I mean, not brother and sister who from abroad, maybe they planning to, to rent like modern and apartment and such. I think like nowadays people think about that more than the past. Like with insulation, with the roof, with the wall, it's much better than before. Uh, yeah. อ่ายายเราโก้ไอ้ยายสบายดีไอ้ยายเด้อถ้าอากาศร้อนในลาวกระโดดลงน้ำลงของทุนโดยเนาะเอ่อถามว่าคนลอยน้ำบ่เป็นนี่ก็สิกระโดดย้านไปได้เนาะกระโดดน้ำของนี่โอ๊ยมันเป็นตาย้านไหนน้ำของนี่น่ะเนาะแบบว่าบางเทื่อมันตื้นแต่ว่ามันเบิ่งมันเป็นตาย้านอะนะน้ำของมันคือมีอิหยังอยู่ในหั้น
If if I feel it's too hot and I don't want to be inside the house during the
เออ
day, I'm just gonna go buy a bag of ice and fill it up in the little, um, that pool, that kiddie pool,
อือฮึ
and
อ๋อ
just fill it up
yeah
with water and ice and just stay in there. I'm just gonna sit in there. It's easy for
right
us, that it's easy for me that because I don't have a job, I don't have place to
อือฮึ
go.
yeah yeah or you just shower in your bathroom though, or like few times a day. That will
And
help.
oh my God, the new supermarket that opened, they just opened Giraffe Market that just
Mhm.
opened. They've got all kinds of wine. So it's like
Mm.
I just go grab me a bottle of wine and sit in the
Yeah,
kiddie
and
pool all day.
uh, yep, being celebrating Lao New Year again. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Don't have to go to the Mekong River. Yeah. Yeah,
I
even this
boy
time of year, it's yeah, go ahead, there you go.
about poor gal. She looks tired, but what a commitment. Still plenty of smile. No, to me,
Yeah.
like I don't mind being tired. I don't mind แบบความเมื่อยความหิวนอนอีหยังหั่นนะ I can always go back and get my sleep later. You know, like I don't get mad about it. Like at a time, like even right now, I'm tired. I don't get mad about it. It doesn't bother me because I know that tonight I can go to bed early. I can sleep in. You know, it will make up for it.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, she's living her life. She doesn't have stress, so even she's tired, she still can smile.
Yeah, I don't get bothered easily.
Yeah. You know, when you retire, that's a good part about it, right? So you don't have a lot of stress. You just take your own time. Um, you get tired. Like I notice myself too, like these days, if I feel like I want to sleep, I have to take a nap. Like I feel in the past, if I feel tired, okay, I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna finish this. Like for me nowadays, if at night, if I cook something or do something, and I feel like, oh, I want to take a nap, and I just like leave it, and then I just go and take a nap. An hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, wake up and continue what I'm doing. It doesn't matter what time, even it's like 2 a.m. in the morning. I still can do that. And I think like when you get older, if your body tell you something, you should, listen to it, right? And you'll be okay.
Yeah, I think when we get older, we tend to like take a nap and a short nap here and there throughout the day because we don't stay asleep at night, a long hours, long sleep anymore. We wake up with
Yeah.
rooster. When the rooster wake up, that's when we wake up. 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the other things that you can do is like don't eat the hot soup. With Lao people, they don't really, it doesn't matter. If you go to Han Kapiak, Han for anything hot, anything noodles, it doesn't matter how hot it is, they would bear it, the heat, and eat the hot
Yeah.
soup, the
Yes.
spicy
Yes.
soup.
Yesterday I drove past by Han Sindat นะอยู่ข้างเฮือนนี่ They
Uh,
were packed and it was so
uh,
hot. I even like if I feel like eating noodles, I have to I
uh,
have to get it to go and and eat it in the room because it's too hot. I can't enjoy it.
yeah, yeah. No kidding. The Asian people, they just love the noodles so much. It doesn't matter if it's hot or what. They bear with it. That's how much they like the noodle. Or they like the soup.
ไอ้โบยว่าหยัง I told you guys, don't you want to be like her? She's controlling her own remote.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think though once people get like if they can get started, they will like to travel. We don't see a lot of American people traveling. Mostly, people from other country, not from America. I think it just like was too busy working. You don't have enough time off to go anywhere, especially international, right? If you go anywhere, you just go within, like go to a different state, but not like outside country. Oh my God, you still remember us?
Somebody, hey Chris, good morning.
Look
Good
at
morning,
this
or maybe
guy.
you're back. Oh, you're not back yet. You're still in Laos. I mean, you're still in Asia. สบายดีเป็นจั่งใดม่วนบ่ไอ้คริสเป็นจั่งใดการเดินทางราบรื่นสมบูรณ์แบบม่วนบ่ปีใหม่ลาว Yeah, I talk to friends who are American. They say like because America is such a big country, most of the time when they're in school, the it seems like you try to promote people to be in the country, right? But if you talk to European, Australian, the people who live in New Zealand, after college, like as soon as you graduate college or high school, people would go travel for like a year, 2 years before they committed to any job, because they want to experience the life first. They want to experience the world. They want to go out there to the world, learn about be in the different culture, learn about other cultures before you make such a decision to commit in the job, because you probably don't know what you want to do after you graduate high school or college. You're still confused, and I think like it's I think like that's a good way to go. That European citizen, the citizen from Western, like European or Australian or New Zealand, they go travel as soon as they most of them they do that. They be backpacker. They travel like as a backpacker and travel for 6 months, a year, 2 years, straight to many countries. American, very very low number that anyone would do that. After they finish school, they graduate from high school or college, they just like step into work right away. They don't yearn to go out to the world and experience life before they committing to such a big responsibility, right? Because when you start working, that means like it's your life. It becomes your life. If you have to pay bills, you have to make a living, you have to take responsibility to about your either your school loans or whatever. So yes, a different perspective or aspect of people between people living in America and people living in other Western country like European or New Zealand or Australia. And yeah, like you're right, Gail, like you don't see many, especially young teenager, visit Laos, but you see a lot of Australian, you see a lot of uh, European uh, young adults, because that's what they learn from the cultures. Like you have to see the world before you before you can make decision about your life. Before you want to do something, you have to see the world first. So yeah.
มันไผสงสัยกิ่งเนาะเอ้ยน้อยว่าหมุน สบายดีเอ้ยน้อย TK เฮ็ดหยังอยู่ไปสอนอยู่บ่สบายเศร้าแล้วบ่ บ่สบายเลยได้
You
เพิ่น
stream ยากนี่เฮาเห็นตัวเฮาแจ้งเนาะบัดเฮาไป เบิ่งเฮาอยู่ YouTube ค่ะมันจะมัวเพราะว่า YouTube อาจจะใช้มันอาจจะใช้เอ่อมันอาจจะมีเครื่องของเขาเจ้าที่ว่าเขาเจ้าเฮ็ดให้มันอันนั้นแน่หั้นนะให้มันมัวแน่แต่ว่าอยู่ StreamYard นี่เฮาไปเบิ่งเองเฮาก็แจ้งอีกได้
บ่เอ้ยคิดว่ามีแต่เป็นของจริงได้เอ้ยแจ้งอยู่ได้เพราะว่าอาจจะเป็นคอมพิวเตอร์ของจริงมันบ่แจ้งบ่กล้องหั้นนะ
กล้องก็มีส่วนเนาะบ่แต่ว่าของเอ้ยแก้วนี่ฉันอยู่ YouTube ก็สิมัวก่อนน้อยหนึ่งก่อนอยู่ StreamYard ได้อาจจะเป็นย้อนกล้องน้องนำหั่นแหละเพราะว่ากล้องของคอมพิวเตอร์ตัวนี้ก็เป็นกล้องที่บ่คักปานใดเนาะ แต่ถ้าน้องใช้กล้องโทรศัพท์น้องผัดบ่อยากใช้โทรศัพท์หั้นนะมันบ่เห็นมันเบิ่งคอมเมนต์ยากหั้นนะก็ยาก็เลยว่าโอเคก็ยามันแหละบ่แจ้งก็ยามันใช้คอมพิวเตอร์แหละมันง่าย
แม่นมื้อเช้านี้เห็นบ่เอ้ยพยายามใช้อ่าโทรศัพท์หั่นน่ะบ่คักแบบ
อือ
เฮา
ฮึ
ใช้คอมพิวเตอร์มันลื่นแล้วเนาะแล้วเฮามาใช้โทรศัพท์แล้วมันแบบเลือกหยังก็ยากแบบมันน้อยมันบ่ถนัด
นั่น
What
แห
do
ละ
you mean Chris เอ้ยแก้ว Where are you ก็อยู่ทะแขกนี่แหละเนาะ
สบายดีเด้อน้อย อุ๊บ sorry
เจ้าหั่นแหละ Where are you When do you go back or are you
ไม่
already back
ไอ้คริสนี่สงสัยอยู่ไทยเนาะเดี๋ยวนี้เนาะแม่นบ่จังว่า road trip อยู่ไทยแม่นบ่
Oh I thought you were in Vientiane No I was there for only I think 3 days
อืม
right I think I left on the 12th
Well, you not just 3 days. You're like because you left on Friday, so technically Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So you have 4 nights, 5 days. Sorry, that's my client. I don't take the phones around, not until 9:30 or 10 or 10:30. It's up to me. Sorry, dear clients, if you're watching my live stream, I'm not gonna take the phone during this time.
Oh
Hi,
in
Kristen.
Phuket leaving tomorrow
How do you like Phuket? Like Chris? Don't tell me it's crowded. That's what I hear from many people say that because it's such a place where people want to visit and it's always crowded.
Well to
But
it's like it's hard to travel like that huh short schedule like must be tired I don't know must be me
I
I'm
mean,
getting old it's like I need to rest every other day
yeah, I mean, unless
Like,
I mean, some people they do like to plan out things, right? Because you have to have if you travel without booking the hotels or flights, if you have schedule, you then you can it's gonna be difficult for you to travel according to your time. But you still can do, what you can plan is like, okay, I'm gonna be this, but okay, สบายดีแล้วสิโทรกลับเด้อโดยเพราะว่ามีเรียกหน่อยหนึ่งจ้ะเนาะเข้าใจ Yeah, she keep calling, so I just answer her real quick. Um, yeah, I know what you mean, Miguel. You can't take it for like a day here, a day there, and like leave.
Yeah, but non-stop going. I wouldn't enjoy that, be like forcing myself. Either that or just because I'm spoiled with my own times. Like I have so much time on my hand that if like I have to be on schedule, I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris and I, we travel quite a bit, and we learn from what we learn from our traveling is that you don't want to be in a country just like a day or two. At least you need to 4 or 5 days or more. It depends on the country that you travel to. If it's a bigger country, the bigger city, then you need more time to be there. And yeah, we learn from our experience. And from these days, we travel, we stay for like 4 night, 5 days or more. Because then you're gonna be able to enjoy, like Gail said, you go out, you do activities all day long, you're already tired, you come back to your hotels or your where you stay, you want to recover from that day and you want like probably the rest of the day, the next day, you just want to relax and don't do anything, take it easy. And then maybe later on you can, plan to do something else. So yeah, especially travel abroad, have it for 4 to 5 days or more. ก็สบายดีแล้วก็ขอบใจเนาะทั้งชาวฝ่ายกว่าคนเนาะที่มาเข้ามาร่วมไลฟ์สตรีม เอ้ยน้อยนี่เพิ่นนั่นอยู่โรงเรียนบ่หรือว่าแนวใดเพิ่นจะสอนอยู่
จังได๋
ตาม
ท
เค
ราย
ยเนาะตามเคย
ไปตอนปีใหม่เนาะตอนบุญสงกรานต์เห็นเพิ่นบ่สบายอยู่
อ๋อบ่สบายช่วงสงกรานต์แม่นบ่
เสื้อแดงคือแจ่มแท้ว่าซั่นเอา
เออ
คนบ่ได้นอนเนาะก็เลยเอาสีเสื้อมาคลุม
Notice go to Laos between October and February. Yeah, that's you want to come here in during the coolest time of the year, and you don't want to. If you don't like the heat, don't come. Don't come any month away from those months. Like yeah, October to uh early March is still okay, but yeah, don't want to come any late March to, you know, September. Yeah. You experience yourself, now, Chris, how hard it is. As and you're not like us, right? Because you come and you want to visit places as much as you can, so you're gonna suffering more. Like for us, we just stay home and we just stay in our aircon room. If you want to go out, then we can schedule it later on the day when the sun goes down and it's not as too hot. But you have no choice. Sounds like you're suffering from the heat.
Oh, you'll forget all about it. When you get
Yeah.
home, you forget all about it. You probably do it again next
Yeah.
time. You're like, oh, it's so much fun go to Laos during Laos New Year.
Right. Yeah, if you live in a cold state, like in the minus degrees, I can't imagine that. Chris has already checked his his temperature back home. He's like, oh my gosh, it's like it's really cold. So
Still
yeah, he's
cold.
still cold from where he is, Washington State. So it's still rain here and there. It's spring now. It's a bit better, but they still get those cold days,
Chris
like
said no.
below 50.
You won't what? You won't forget. You won't forget how hard it is.
Panama has the best weather all year round. Yeah. If you go like to up north, like or like St. Paul or Pan, you know, even in close to Luang Prabang, Pukun, no, Pukun, they always have like a cool weather there because it's up on the mountain. In the south, Paksong, Boliven, Pupiang Boliven, Nalibaga Jahawa, Boliven Plateau. That's where they grow all the coffee, Lao coffee and stuff. Yeah, it's like the weather is like mine all year long. You want to be there. And Chris, you if you come this time, go to Paksong. And they do have a very nice resort too. Very nice resort. I think like these days we probably try to check that out.
Mm-hmm.
You can stay inside with aircon. Definitely, that's the way to go. Yeah. But I mean, if you come to other country, you want to, you don't want to stuck in just in the aircon, right? Yeah.
Luang Prabang was
Yeah,
still
Luang
pretty hot.
Prabang is still pretty hot. It's up in the mountain, but it's not. Yeah, it's still hot.
I guess I really don't mind it too much. Like it doesn't bother me that much because I don't have to be out there suffering.
Yeah, so you can choose where you want to be, then and that's lucky, right?
Mhm.
But at Chris, I think like because his work probably he couldn't get away during like those months. If you work in a company and they don't want you to leave during the peak time of the year, then it's you're gonna have hard time to get the approval unless you're retired.
No, I think he came last time, and he came this time during this time because of the wedding. I think otherwise he would choose to come at a different time.
Yeah. Went to the BFS in Patsy and happy to have them sussed out with water. Yes. Yeah, you stay at you stay at in those live concert or BFS. They would have like a sprinkle rain, uh, pretending to be rain, like every 5 or few minutes. You get to be a
I'm
bit
still waiting to
cooler.
see that video for you to upload.
Yeah, I already edited, but I had to do the voiceover. So I'm a bit busy because Chris is leaving on Thursday, so we kind of like running
Oh,
around. But hopefully, I plan to stay home to take some relax, not running so much like a few days ago, and I can upload it today. I know
when
I
do
said that
you
a few times that I'm gonna upload it. Huh?
when do you drop him off at the airport?
Thursday night, like midnight. His flight from Vientiane to Seoul is at midnight.
Mhm.
So, which
Fast,
is
huh?
great because Well, which is great because I love driving at night. I love driving after 9. No traffic. I love it so much. And even when I pick him up at the airport, he also came around midnight, and I was like, I hope it's like this. No car, so quick, like the road is empty, quiet, so peaceful. Um, yeah. So yeah, but he's flying with the Korean Airlines, not Korean Airlines, but it's like a Korean another airlines. When he gets to Seoul, then he would fly with Korean Air. Yeah. Yeah, the good thing is that before, I think like in the past, when we travel, we have to travel to Thailand because they don't have direct flight from Seoul to Vientiane. You have to go to Bangkok and then Bangkok to Seoul, Seoul to wherever. But nowadays, you cut the layover or the time in other airport. They have the direct flight from Seoul to Vientiane. And the airlines is the budget airlines, Korean budget airline, pretty affordable. For a round trip, it's like $400-500. Not too bad. Yeah. Oh, hello, Joe. Checking on the Galway.
What did he say? What did he got to say?
He said, prefer to drive it no out. Yeah. I know, right?
He still
I'm
tell
not
everyone on you. He still
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
everyone that you caused accident, even to people that he doesn't know, even to people that they have no clue who he's talking about.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, I try to be a good citizen, but yeah, if I cause an accident, it's okay. And then it's on them.
สบาย
It's on
ดี
them. สบายดีสู้เป็นจั่งใดกลับมาจาก Washington DC แล้วบ่ You back
ม่วน
from
บ่
ม่วนอยู่บ่
ต้องม่วนแหละเนาะ คนลาว
งานใหญ่
มาโฮมกั
งาน นใหญ่
คนลาวมาโฮมกันหลายๆคนก็คือสิม่วนคือต้องม่วนแหล้วเนาะ
Lao Embassy once a year for the Lao New Year celebration. แต่ว่าสู้นี่เพิ่นก็อยู่ใกล้เนาะอยู่ใกล้ Washington DC หรือว่าตั้งไปเหรอสู้ อาจจะได้มีรับเชิญเนาะจากสถานทูตเพราะว่าฉันสิไปงานสถานทูตแบบนี้อาจจะต้องได้มีการรับเชิญเด้มันจะมีจำกัดเนาะจำกัดinvitation. Okay. Miguel, you gonna back to sleep or what? You gonna take a nap?
I'm just gonna lay out here until they show up because they probably and then I don't know. I don't think I can stay in here because it will be noisy, when they install the thing. So I'll probably be out there in the little hut ไปนอน YouTube เอาพัดลมไปเป่านอน YouTube. Or
back to the hotel with Joe. Joe
no,
is like a king, huh?
No, because I need to be here. Because I did not put stuff away. So stuff is like all over the place. So I'm just
You want
I should
to
be
supervise
here.
them.
Yeah, then sometimes they're like, you want this way, you want to put it this way, you want to do it that way.
Yeah. you you can always trust them, right? Just have to be there, and if you don't like anything, just point them out right away.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I'm not too worried about my sleep. I can always, catch up later. And it's like I like being tired too because if I stay up, and if I get tired and when I go to sleep, I get deep sleep. So
yeah,
I really don't mind. Nothing really bother me.
uh,
It have to be a
that's
lot
good thing.
to bother me.
มาแล้วมวนหลายไทยทะเข็กก็หลาย
Oh,
บ่ when you Texas บ่ได้อยู่ไกล oh yeah so ก็แปลว่าเรื่อย
3
ได้ถึง
hours.
เชิญเนาะ
3 hours, right?
3 hour flight
What is for
ก็โอ
lunch,
เค
you
เนาะ
guys?
3 hour flight ก็เลยก็บ่ไกลปานใด Texas so
ไอ้ boy ถามว่า what is for lunch? He's like, let's talk about food.
it's still morning I don't usually eat later in the day I'm not sure about Raquel she already had breakfast in the hotel what did you have Raquel
I had my
ข้าว
usual
เปียกข้าว
toast ต้มข้าวเปียกกับเปียกข้าว แล้วก็ไปเห็นเขาเจ้ามีคั่วเส้นร้อนหั่นนะเส้นร้อนแม่นบ่
อืม
เส้นร้อนเนาะคั่วเส้นร้อน and
Clear
everything
noodle
just
เนาะ
came out everything just came out so everything looks so good they open at 6:30 we got there at like 6:30 they just open and everything's like good somebody want to show off get him up
Yeah,
here
hello, hi Chris. Oh, look at that view.
I don't want to go
Showing
back
off,
home.
huh?
you don't want to go back you want to stay there forever
My
you're like
goodness.
I don't want to leave this room
I know.
that's beautiful
Even
and that
with
hotel
the heat, huh?
What's that?
and that hotel by Siam Icon oh that hotel have the best
No,
view of
that's in Phuket,
Yeah,
right?
I'm in Phuket.
no yeah I know right now he's in Phuket but when he's in
Millennium.
Bangkok
Yeah, Millennium Hotel.
when he
Yo,
was in Bangkok
man. Yeah, I'll send you some pictures when I get back, Raquel. Yeah,
did
it's
you didn't miss the breakfast did you you cannot miss breakfast
for the record, no, I didn't.
like you didn't do breakfast or you didn't miss it
I didn't miss breakfast. I went out. I was more interested going about and getting the street foods, which was really good. And yeah, but maybe next time I'll do the breakfast. So yeah, you guys had a good title. How to deal with the heat in Laos? Stay indoors and turn on AC. It's really the best way to do it.
that's how I deal with heat in Laos I just stay in the
Oh my
room with the
goodness.
AC on
Yeah, it everywhere from Pakse up to Luang Pakse was like the hottest. Vientiane, Luang Prabang, you would think at the Kwangsi waterfalls with all the trees and the waterfalls, I thought it would be cooler than that, but it's it wasn't as cool as it should be. But Pak Song, yeah, that's where you want to be if you decide you want to live in Laos for the cool weather. Maybe half the year in
Yep.
Laos, in Pak Song. But yeah, that was
Yeah.
nice.
and it's also nice and quiet
Yeah, it really is. And I mean,
Yeah.
if you're close to the body of water, like in Pakse near the Pakse River, you'll get that breeze, which is so delightful having dinner out there. So, anyways, Laos was fun. The beer. Here's the reason why people drink beer in Laos with ice. It's more about nourishing and refreshing. It's not necessarily about always getting drunk because it's so hot there. You need that you just need to cool down.
Yeah, but it doesn't taste refreshing. It's
Well,
gross.
the ice taste it was helpful.
Yeah, I do. I don't know. Maybe people have different tastes, but I think like Lao beer doesn't taste as good if you drink it without the ice. I think like when you put the ice, it just go together so well. And
Yeah,
that's what,
yeah.
many others they agree with me too. And I think I agree.
And it doesn't really dilute it
It's
as
weird.
much as I thought it would. I was kind of surprised, and it's not like it. Laos beer is really heavy, and so this is
Right.
the beer fest was my first time trying it, just because I was like, oh, you know what? Why not? We're going to a beer fest. Gotta have a beer, and so I was like, it was nice to have them hose us down with water as the concert was going on, because as later it was packed, it was hot, and the water was refreshing. I was like, I didn't mind getting soaked just because it helped with the heat and stuff. It was later in the evening though, but
Yeah.
yeah, a couple more days and then back to Saginaw.
Are you
Really
excited? Are you excited to go back to work?
thoroughly. Um, I can't wait to go read emails and respond. Yeah, I'm good. I'm not ready to go home.
Just
Yeah,
don't go,
nobody's
just quit.
ready, right?
You know, the road from Paxe up to Vientiane overall was nice. Maybe a little rough in Pacading, but other
Yeah,
than
yeah.
that, I was like, man, this is much better than I expected. So I was expecting, oh boy, I'm gonna be on the boat back and forth, but no, it was nice.
Yeah.
And so I go in with an open mind. Like some people say, it's nice. We'll see. Judge for yourself. But overall, the road's better than I expected. Um, yeah. Speaking of Nanking and driving at night, yeah. What rules? It's like Vientiane's like make your own rules kind of driving. It's
I wouldn't
Yep.
drive like there's no way that I'd be driving in Vientiane.
I
No.
don't blame you. At first, I was like, yeah, I can navigate. It's not a problem. Where did that
You change
motorcycle
your
come
mind?
from? Yeah, yeah. My cousin drive. My she drove, and she's normally a relaxed 70-year-old person, but apparently driving in Vientiane brings out the road rage in her. It's I was like, okay. Anyways, I just want to say hi.
I like Gok Gok. Like I'm so glad that they have Gok Gok in Vientiane. I enjoy using their service.
Yeah.
What's the name of the service?
Gok Gok. Gok Gok.
That's just another form of taxi service. It's like a open air, like tuk tuk, but it's electric tuk-tuk.
Oh yeah,
So
those orange
no
vehicles.
noise.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
the
about
orange.
getting the. Yeah, I thought about doing those, but I was like, yeah, we'll do tuk tuk. The guys right here next to us, and the prices are very reasonable. It's fair.
Tuk tuk. Oh,
Yeah,
it's just noisy. To me, it's just noisy. Gok
it
Gok is
is.
like they don't charge per person. They just charge like taxi, right? Doesn't matter how many people. They
Yeah,
Yeah.
just charge you.
yeah. Next time I will have to
Yeah,
do that
so
coco.
it's like 30 I think like if because like on the last day of the La Nina, so also took a cock off, and we only pay for 65,000 kip for 15 kilometers from my house to like city center. And if
That's
you
not
take tuk
bad.
tuk, they call it for 200,000 kip. So it's
Mhm.
like 60% less than what you have to pay to the tuk tuk.
Yep.
It's like no noise, so smooth, and much cheaper. I'll go with Gok Gok anytime.
Yeah, much cheaper.
Easy to call. You use the app, you call, and you pay, either you pay cash or you pay by your QR code or whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, I recommended Gok Gok.
I was trying to turn the camera around so you guys can see how beautiful
Yeah,
this view
very
is.
nice. Yeah, very nice view. Very nice.
And this is quite
Sure, you don't want to go back home, like Chris.
yeah.
Compare the view to where you work.
Yeah, well, I already picked a return flight, so that takes care of that. For no show, I think there's like extra fees, so that's not gonna. Yeah, if it wasn't for the extra fees,
You stay a little bit longer.
I would use up all my vacation time.
Gorgeous view, right? Yeah. You
You from Saginaw, Laos.
there.
Who, me? Yeah, I should be there. My sister lived in Saginaw, so well, who knows? I'll probably still be trying to catch up on some sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both from Texas. Chris from Fort Worth, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Actually, my sister lives in Saginaw, and so does my mom. But they're like maybe a block and a half away from the temple. So I think everybody's a block and a half away from the temple if you look at it.
Yeah. But it's Tuesday, it's like what, 76 degree right now back in Texas. It's not bad, not too bad.
That's pretty nice. I like that kind of weather. I don't like it too hot or too cold.
Yeah,
To me, it's like
65,
65, between 65, 75. It's good to me. เอ้ยน้องทรายสบายดีจ้า
70 degrees
Oh,
in
somebody
Fort Worth.
right
And
now.
I'll take
พากัน
that.
พากันเฮ็ดหยังเนาะสองหนุ่มเงียบแท้ช่วงนี้
So how's your trip overall? Chris, like where have you been? And like, please report.
Yeah.
This is your chance.
Overall, the Bangkok, the trip through Isan, Pak Song, going up 13 to Nun Sapsang, Vientiane, the Laos China Railway. Definitely don't go the cheap ticket. Get at least the medium range ticket. You'll appreciate that. Luang Prabang, overall, I think it would be fantastic. Mid-October, beginning of February.
Oh yeah.
If it wasn't for the heat, you would have, I think, a whole lot more fun. There's a lot of very good, positive things I see, and it's just me being transparent here. Not trying to overcompensate one way or the other. Laos is better than I expected without the heat. There's still. That's the biggest thing right now, right? And it's normal this time of the year. They could certainly use some improvements and not be so cheap with electricity. Even at, say, the Friendship Mall in Pak Se, I would thought you would turn on the heat, AC, but apparently it's like they don't turn it on enough to where it cools the facility. So yeah, okay. But in Parkson Mall, yeah, they need to, before they build another mall, they should at least try to complete
Build it
all
up.
the stalls there. Yeah. And by the university, all these open land out there,
oh man, you see all the red dirt roads. Some places land are very cheap and a reasonable price, and some are like, you go, really, you want that much for this? Just because you're just kind of outside the main road, maybe not even half a kilometer, and so overall, the trash, the Laos thought process, open it up, just throw it. And I see where the recycle and stuff, it's not really made educationally. It's just like, here's wet waste, throw it here, here's recycle. But people don't really understand that bit of it that could be improved upon. But there's a lot of good things there. So overall, I still think, do I want to visit again? Yeah, I lean more towards more than likely. At first, I was, and the thing is, when you come in, I came into Bakse, or that border, and I'm like, wow, I have to fill out a couple of paperwork. But when I was leaving, and I didn't know I had to keep one of those receipts. Nobody told me. But I have a passport and scannable, so no issues there. And when I had to leave, I was like, well, I need to have kept that receipt, but the guy at the airport who works for the airline, I think, or the airport, he didn't look like he worked for the government. He didn't have all the green outfit on. He helped fill it out, and I just gave him a tip, and he took care of it, which was nice of him to do it. So overall, it's touch of what I saw. I didn't have to pay taxes like with who had to pay all kinds of import duty taxes. I didn't have to pay taxes other than visa on arrival. It's $41, and they stamped my passport for 90 days, which is fine. And so, overall assessment, yeah, I more than likely I would. It still lacks the creature comforts of what we have here in the West. I mean, even Thailand lacks that, but if I had a choice between the two, where would my first option be? Just from a comfort standpoint, I kind of would rather go to Thailand. Laos maybe as an excursion for a few days, but it's still nice. And if you have money in Laos, yeah, I mean, when I say money, we're talking about US dollars, not rich Americans going over there. Working Americans going over there. You'll be fine. Everybody, I guess money makes friends. I don't know. But somehow everybody says hello to you when they know who you're associated with. Yeah.
Okay, so you come back to Laos, you come visit Laos again, right?
I probably will in a couple years. Now I just gotta go back home and work and pay off this credit card. Gotta find a part-time job now. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it was, I mean, come do it. Should you blow your account? I don't think you should ever do that from a finance standpoint, but you know what? Then you balance, man, I wish I did this, I wish I went there. I think the best part of my trip was when I was in Bangkok and we were at Central World, that mini concert, and I'll have to send that to you, Miguel. But the file's kind of big, so I'm not having a hard time with that. But it's a mini concert in Songkran, beginning of Songkran. And they had this group up there singing. And they sounded great. and it was enjoyable. You can hear it throughout the mall. And Central World is not a small mall, and so it wasn't like super loud or glasses were shaking, but you could hear it at a distance, and you go, "Hey, what's going on over there?" kind of thing. I think they did it proper. I think they did pretty good. We're used to highways here in the U.S., freeways, toll roads, Bangkok, sure, but once you get out of it, it's not really a freeway. It's all about, kind of like in Laos, it's all about everybody uses that road. Not as many cows and goats in Thailand as it is in Laos that use the roads as vehicles do. But overall,
Did I hear you say if you move overseas, you pick Thailand over Laos?
boy, Hallie, I kind of leaning towards that. I'm thinking, well, it's a hard choice, but from a creature comfort standpoint, if you've got the money, do Laos. If you don't got the money, and the reason why I say that is because 1,000 gib here, 20,000 gib there, it adds up really, really quick when you're spending. How's that sound? To grind
What? It doesn't
20,000,
add up
that's
in
fine.
Thailand? It's add up in Laos, it doesn't add up in Thailand?
And it's just, for me, I mean, I feel like I spend more in Laos than I did in Thailand.
Or maybe
It could
because
be
you have
because
more family members
yeah,
here.
right? You hang out with more friends and family here in Laos than in Thailand.
And I'm sure that has something to do with that. And then you walk by and you go, oh, hey, there's a coconut drink. In Thailand, you're like, in Laos, you're like, oh, I gotta have it. And it's a boat coming in. Oh, this is nice. Just to sit
Yeah,
there with your
when
coffee.
you come as a visitor from abroad, right? Like you always want to be generous to your friends, your family, and that, like, yeah, it's a lot of money to think about it. Like it will never be enough. The money that you're gonna support, if you're gonna live here, you have to really consider not to contribute so much,
Mhm.
right, Agail?
True. Like I say yesterday, I lock my gate and I act like I'm not home, or I just lie to them that I'm out of town, come back later. I'll let you know when I'm back in town.
Yeah. I mean, I love Lao culture, but I also don't like obviously I don't,
Just come in,
like
just show up.
everything about it. Yeah. Yeah, like,
Can you help
or,
me with this?
even with the yeah, gener being generous, right? Like, I mean, I
Mhm.
can't always help you. Like I can't, yes, this time I can help you, but next time you have to, try to take care of yourself, right? It's not like, okay, she's from abroad. Like the people are always thinking like you from America, you from abroad. They're always thinking like you have money to help them, you have money to spare to them, and that's
Like, okay, yes,
the
I
key.
have money, but I earn my money. I work to get my money.
But I think like Chris, he's more like a type because his lifestyle that I think like you like, to live closer to the bigger city. If you want to go to concert, you can. You have more option for, the city has to offer. Laos is more like quiet, right? Like if you somebody who like some less crowded, I would say, like, then you want to go with Laos. And yeah, maybe Laos, maybe
He's
more
still young.
a bit more expensive.
He's still young and still want to party. So yeah, Thailand would fit him a little bit better than Laos.
Yeah. And I mean, and I watched a girl and very, a little bit yesterday with the live stream. He's talking about the cost of pho, right, or noodle soup, why it's cheaper in Thailand. If you compare the portion, you know,
No,
kway teow or
no, I think he said it's more expensive in Thailand than in Laos.
It is, but it's just
it
that
is.
it seems to be
Mhm.
that a little bit more expensive. It just seems that I spend a lot more. So from a accounts payable, accounts receivable standpoint, Laos is okay. Here's the camera. Laos seems to be more than Thailand, just because I've been spending more in Laos than I have in Thailand. If that makes sense. Laos here, Thailand down here.
Mhm.
Just because spending more in Laos. At least you can get several Louis Vuittons for less than $10. So I left Laos when I was 3. I think it's Vitun. Sorry if I mispronounced it. So ไปอเมริกา1979เรื่องพูดภาษาลาวมัน I'm in Thailand. Apparently I have toพูดแต่ว่าภาษาลาวเป็นอยู่โอเค not very good ฉันจะบอกบืนไปภาษาลาว some people say ภาษาลาวเป็นตอนอยู่เรียนตอนอยู่ลาวจะว่าคนภาษาลาวนี่บางคนก็เข้าใจอยู่ป่ะเป็นไหน that's okay บ่เป็นหยัง and I was trying to have a conversation yesterday with the Bolt driver from the airport to Phuket. We had some conversations. Some were understandable, and then some I had to resort to English and or Laos. But we got through it. It was fun.
Your Lao is terrible.
Actually, no, I don't think so. Pasal Lao ke tentual. It's more like Wal Luang. I say Wal Luang because on what they could Wal Pelot, then it's like Wal Bunya. But Tansima could think about it, then I start getting tripped up on the Laos words. But you know, it's fine. They understand me when I'm buying Dairy Queen Sundays and stuff like that in Pakse and Bington. Oh, so there, no pop picking Kalem. You the lot Kalem. All they sell is Kalem. The lot 12, 13. So it's actually gelato is what it's equivalent to. So it's better than our ice cream in the U.S., but I'm a gelato guy. So basically, Kalem, you had Kalem 12, 13. So I could have who hit an angan the family. Could you come say 12, 13? Could we say 13, 14? I was just asking. No response. I don't know. I'm not the owner.
Like over here, they like your joke, but they don't respond.
Yeah.
Right? They laugh at your joke. They laugh at any joke, but they don't respond.
Man, so เขาจะมองมวนเขาจะมองว่าเขาจะเข้าใจอยู่ฉันจะบอกว่าเขาจะเข้าใจ and I don't think it's a courtesy laugh. I could tell when it's a courtesy laugh. I've had a few of those, but overall, it's in the conversation's good. เขาจะเข้าใจอยู่ตลอดภาษาเรา so อันไหนบ่เข้าใจก็มีคนแปล
Hi boy, but your Lao is good enough.
Thank you. Yeah, it's good enough to get by. Yeah. Nobody got hurt, so that's okay. Yeah, ออกเป็นอย่างไปรอสื่อกิน I like these street vendors. Yesterday เมื่อคืนว่านี่ลมอากาศมาจากน้ำทะเลนั่งคนในเขาจะเปิดไฟของเวลา you know like city streets and boardwalks คนไปนั่งกินเบียร์กินเหล้าอยู่ซื้อ 7-Eleven ไปซื้ออาหารการกิน บางคนก็มี picnic on the beach at night. Oh man, that's the life right there. You don't have to stay out in the sun during the daytime on the beach. You can be on the sand, เอาผ้าปูเอาสารมาปูตำมงมุงก็มีอาหารก็จะคล้ายๆอาหารหนึ่งก็คล้ายปิ้งไก่เอ็นไก่ปิ้งซีนปิ้งหมูไก่ speaking of ไก่ say no it's good enough
To me, like I'm not gonna make a trip for it. Like I'm not gonna travel all the way to Seno for ping gai Seno because there's some, everywhere is to me it's the same. Like grilled chicken, it's good here too. Grilled chicken in Thai Kek, it's as good too.
yeah what the เคยกินจักเทื่อ so ไปลองเบิ่งตอนขึ้นมาจากปาเซ่ก็จะไปแวะอยู่เซโนผู้ขับรถอัตตาคือคนแขกว่าง่ายๆแน่มึงหน้าตา I thought I needed to speak Arabic to him. He just looked more Arabic than Laos when he picked us up at the hotel. จะคนลาวอ่ะคนลาวสดๆนี่แหละ Sorry. No, I'm not that potato. But yeah, his band was nice. So from Pakse, ไปฮอดเวียงจันทน์ตอนโรงแรมอยู่เวียงจันทน์เราเอา7 ล้าน There was like 4-5 คนเมาเอารถไป which is good. And then บาดไปฮอดเซโนเขาเจ้าเปลี่ยนรถเขาเจ้าเป็นทีม so ผู้สุขขี่นำนี่เราเก็บเอาคนไปต่อเราไปลำดับจนว่าเปลี่ยนขี่รถ and so it's like a minivan เป็น2 คัน minivan ที่2จากเซโนไปฮอนเวียง hey Lulu I'm like all this for really around $300 จนว่า I thought that was a fair price and ค่าน้ำมูกน้ำมันเขาเจ้า and so I think it was a fair price but ทุกคน
Yeah, how many people?
There was 4 คนเลยล้านข่อยกะมู
Oh yeah. That's like $100 each.
and ทันสว่าแบบ here in America มันมีพอทันเข้าไปต่างเมืองต่างรัฐมันมีจอดเข้า gas station ห้องน้ำ I think Laos it's good enough if you know ทันสว่าขอโทษนะทันสิไทยเบา right that's good enough anything else you might want to wait till you get to your destination and we'll leave it at that but overall it was adequate the rest stops there's always a gas station there's always a cafe Amazon I think they same owner and then ห้องน้ำใช่คือกันthe same way and so it was สมควร so you'll be fine they're I think Thai is just a little bit better in terms of quality cleanliness but overall it was good enough and you don't have to like จอดอยู่ป่าออกไป the good old days I guess ออกไปจอดอยู่ป่าไปรีอันนั้นอันนี้ no มันทันอยู่ so อันนั้นก็ดีอยู่ and this is not me ยอง this is just well มันแจกซื่อๆกันซื่อว่าโมเมนต์ซื่อมายองว่าโอ้อันนี้อันนั้นดีอันนี้บ่ดีอันนี้ให้คือเราเองอันนี้ตามข่อยเบิ่งข่อยเห็นข่อยคือแต่ว่าท่านพี่น้องอยู่แน่นอนก็ความจริงก็ไปลองเบิ่ง and then คือเราเองทั้งส่วนง่ายๆเนาะ but overall I think it's good it's adequate and I didn't expect that so there's a lot of good things I see a lot of positives there's a lot of other things that could use some improvement is what we use nowadays right the term so overall I think people should go ไปเยี่ยมยามลาวเทื่อนึงอย่างที่หลาย2เทื่อย้อนอย่าง because เทื่อที่ยังบ่ทันรู้เลิกปานใดค ตอนไปเที่ยวมันยังม่วนอยู่ยังก็ดีเบิดส่วนหลายไปเที่ยวที่2จังคอยเข้าใจเลิกเนี่ย that's my interpretation because this is my second time in Thailand and the first time I was like oh man that's great this is great my second time then you start ถึงจะไม่รู้แห่งสุดมันเป็นแบบไหนว่าง่ายๆเนาะbut overall แล้วความจริงทันเยอะมากเดือน10เดือน2มันจะพอฟังได้นั่นโอ้นั่งอยู่ซื่อเกิดแต่กินเฟอร์อยู่ปากเซ่ก็น้ำไหลใครอยู่ I mean the food was good and then you're sweating and yeah well anyways haven't seen you guys in a long time haven't really been on too much ever since my trip even before then มูซูเข้ามาแนวค่าเบียดค่างาน you know
We understand you busy.
what's your
You
lifestyle
want to go.
working for
Yeah, no worries.
Hong Chan I think I Hong Chan said sorry if I mispronounced your name yeah it's always good to work for yourself or at least fully fund your 401k so you can retire early and so you're not having to work for others and besides เขาแก่มากแหละไปยากแล้วบาดนี้น้องฉันจะบอกง่ายๆไปตอนเฮาไปได้ตอนร่างกายเฮาสมบูรณ์พาไปมาได้ไปบ่ต้องท่าว่าปีหน้าปีนึง try not to do that honestly because จังหน่อยปีหน้าปีนึงสุขภาพบ่แข็งแรงyou might not even be around ว่าง่ายๆif you can do it go as much as you can as often as you can go enjoy it the exchange rate is always in your favor
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what I keep telling my sister too, because she's like, well, if I work 2 more years, my retirement, my payment, my monthly payment, will be a lot more, like much more. I'm like, no, it's not worth it. You never know what can happen in 2 years, right? You might get sick. You might not feel like traveling anymore. You don't enjoy as much, just like don't wait. Money's not everything. If you come to Laos, what you got right now is plenty. So you don't need more.
yeah and ทันสิว่าจังหน่อยมาแล้วซอยลูกเรียนร้าน next next year บ่มีโอกาสได้ไปนะซอยลูกซอยร้าน and then บ่ได้มีความสุขจะมีความสุขเรียนลูกเรียนร้าน but it's different อันนี้ให้ตัวเองคือกัน so there's that balance that you should have but definitely good come check it out if you can I don't know what Kongchan's gonna do kind of feel bad for the guy he's kind of in between a rock and a hard place can he visit can he not that I don't have an answer to but if he's able to at least come to Thailand close enough and just have a few beers in Nong Khai or in Mukdahan or something just so you can see and go yeah that's fine if you can go over there
Yeah, I want a lot of people to know that we have the advantage. Like take advantage of it. Most people don't. Like American people, they not like us, right? We're called Laos, like we can come back to Laos. We have, this is our country, but other people they don't know. They don't have that kind of opportunity. They can't choose. So they have to stay where they at and work and stick, and stay with the system. But we don't have to stay with the system. We can leave.
So พี่น้องเรามีเงินมีคำ ผู้คนไปดองนั่นเราก็คนลาวพวกคนต่างประเทศเยอรมันลูกไผ่นั่นเจ้าสาวนั่นลูกสาวเรานั่นแต่งเอาเจ้าเคยเจ้าบ่าวนั่นเขาเจ้า I can't even pronounce it เขาเจ้าเป็นสมนตรีอยู่ประเทศลาว Prime Minister in Laos is what I got the I'll send you the picture so I'm part of that the point I make here is เขาเจ้าเราคนลาวไปมีแบบนี้ไม่กล้ามีบัตรเขียวไว้พอได้เหตุการณ์เหตุงานเราไปเหตุการณ์อยู่ฝรั่งเรามีบัตรเรียบร้อยอย่างดีพอเราอยากกลับขึ้นมาลาวเนี่ยพ่อแม่อยู่ลาวประตูอยู่ลาว so she wanted to come back and so the money she made and she built a house here and now she's got several businesses and that's just the money that she's making now she's well connected yeah I mean honestly she's well connected but the point I make here is she was never คนต่างประเทศ she was always คนลาวเราไปเฮ็ดเวียกเฮ็ดงานอยู่ไทย I mean เราไปเฮ็ดเวียกเฮ็ดงานอยู่that was house clean เราไปเฮ็ดเวียกอยู่ฝรั่งโฮมเงินได้แล้วกลับคืนมาเราบ่ได้ so she's always เราก็เป็นคนลาวเราบ่ได้เป็นคนชาติอื่น and now she's living what we call a life of luxury she's got ธุรกิจแล้วก็มีคนผู้ติดต่อกับหลายอันนั้นอันนี้ so it's like คนใส่ก็มีว่าง่ายๆmaybe I'd like to have a servant or two but she has it
Yeah, a lot of people like too afraid to try. Like people who left Laos for a long time and they never come back to visit. They too afraid to try, like to come back and try and see how you feel, how you like it. I mean, okay, you think life over there is it's easier, but ความสะดวกสบายหั่นนะ but life over here is a lot more than that. Right? With the kind of money that you have, you can have better life here than back home, than in the States.
yeah
But people too they don't know where to start or they just too afraid to try, to leave, too afraid to travel.
You know what I notice is and this is what kind of caught my attention อยู่ประเทศลาวพี่น้อง you don't know who you can really trust that is a huge thing even with family no we didn't have that issue with my family but ฟังพี่น้องเขาเจ้าเอาเรื่องหมู่คู่เขาเจ้า and คนอื่น it's just like be careful is the term เขาเจ้าใส่You want to see a พี่น้องผู้ใดกับพี่น้องผู้ใดกับลุงอ้ายป้าพ่อแม่ It's like trust is a big thing over here and so you have to คอยรู้จักคนดีๆหรอ I mean ธรรมดามันก็แบบนั้นแหละอยู่ไม่กล้าอยู่ต่างประเทศอื่น But I feel like in Laos it's even more important to know who you can really trust And that kind of caught my attention. Like, wow, you don't really know who you can trust. You could try to trust somebody who and maybe that same thing back in other parts of the U.S., right? In parts of the world. But I feel like that's a much bigger issue here in Laos because here we see in other states.We see, hey, this guy, hey, I don't know about this guy. You can name look at Kuya Gava, or better Sura, and then look at Tang Mu back, going on. The UP. Kajoka Kian, Kajoka Ku, Kajoka head Ku, and how you Sura, you say Malaya Kajok. So that's why you always.Smile and just nod and just listen what they say and watch their actions. But you just don't know. So
I guess like no matter where you go, just blend in. Just don't try to like stand out. Don't try to be the target. Just
Yeah,
be quiet.
yeah. I
Like
think
you
you're
said, just
absolutely right.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I think you kind of need to nail it here. You don't want to be that tall guy from overseas because everybody's like
Mm-hmm.
looking at me like, where's this guy from? And when that they say the prime minister came by and milk job, am I supposed to get up? Are y'all getting up? And so he came to the right side of the table, man milk job, man job. And so I'm sitting here, yeah. And then I look and I see my relatives standing up. That's my cue. I got to stand up. It's just respect for the title, not necessarily the person, right? Just as in the U.S., if you see the U.S. president or, senator or something, you're not going to just sit there and go, yeah, dude, here's, I raise a glass. You respect the title and not necessarily the individual, right? But don't stand out is a great point. Because I was like, wow, there's a lot of security here. I was like, yeah. And then I had to always pick up my phone because I didn't want to be looking back. And they're like, why's this guy always looking back? So I would use my phone to see who's behind me. It's just too formal for me. I am a common person. I work a regular job. I don't need to be at a wedding with high social people. I don't even need to be there. My cousin's like, oh, you need to be there because this is your niece. And we invited you. Can I just stay at the house and you guys come back and you can hang out? And come with us. You'll be fine. Okay.
ไอ้โจ้ว่าบางคนโอเคเงินน้อยก็เมื่อลาวได้คือค่อยบ่ได้ไทใต้พี่น้องหลายต้องปวดหัว
You're not wrong, Nigel. That's why I stay at the hotel. Not just because the air conditioning, but you're not right, Nigel. And so, Budeka, hey, Joe, Bagla, Nabao, Luke P, Luke No. Everybody, Luke P, Luke No. I experienced it firsthand. At first, it was like, whatever. No, you're not wrong, Joe. So, a hotel is a great option until you kind of settle down and people go back to their houses.
โดยเอ้ยสู้ good night
โดยสุดท้ายขอบใจเด้อ
too much relative ask for money
อยู่เลย
Yeah. And so the workaround, and you're not wrong, is it Leisukan? Yeah, sorry if I'm calling Leisukan.
ไอ้สู้กัน
ไอ้สุกัน
Yeah, you're not wrong. So the way วิธีแก้ไขนั้นไปซื้อ don't give them any money ไปซื้ออาหารการกินก็จะมากิน and so ซื้อมาห่วงกันกิน so that way you're not always แจกเงินให้คนนั้นคนนี้ or yeah and that way ก็จะgo and you want to do it สมควร right you don't want to just you don't want to just here's some you want to do it kind of proper you don't want to just throw chips together and beer and go hey come eat kind of thing so จังหวะก็จะสวาควรในวันนี้เอาสื่อกินมาสื่อแต่ที่กับพวกฟังอยู่อะไรอาหารมันมีอาหารมีแต่ของแกมเดียวสื่อ so สื่อว่าสื่อ not even that สื่อand you can't really buy it right now because of the issue with the beef, right? So it's mostly pork and chicken, which is fine. But the point is, both Jack and Paul was saying like, and so Jack had to put on and say, hang them with me. So just for me, ซื้ออาหารแทนที่ไปเฮ็ดกินนี่นั่นมากินมาซุมกัน so that way คุณพี่น้องก็เลิกอย่างนั้นก็จะก็อยากบางคนก็เกรงใจด้วยมันมากินแล้วยังสิมาขออยู่ว่าบางคนก็ยังอยากหน้าด้านยังขออยู่เบิดส่วนน้อยบางคนก็มากินมาร่วมมามวนซื้อนำกัน so I think that's for me the workaround
I feel like ส่วนหลายแล้วเขาสิแบบอุ๊ยขอลองเบิ่งได้ก็เอาบ่ได้ก็บ่เอาหั่นนะ
yeah that's that too man เฮาบ่ฮู้จังสิได้ก็บ่ทันบ่ขอบ่ได้
คันบ่ลองก็บ่ฮู้ว่าขอไปซะก่อนได้ก็เอาบ่ได้แล้วก็อย่า
No, you're not wrong. It's just like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? Using the basketball term. So, ทำบ่ลองก็บ่ฮู้จังสิได้หรือบ่ I agree with you. บางคนมันลองเบิ่งพอได้เบิ่งถ้ามันสิได้หรือบ่บางคนก็บ่สนดอก Yeah, I don't know. ว่าสิย่างไปหาซื้อซูเวเนียร์พี่น้องอยู่บ้านหมู่คู่อยู่โรงงาน
What kind?
Well, here I gotta see first. I know one of my coworkers. I told him next time I go to Thailand, I'm gonna buy him some Muay Thai. So I definitely have to get him that. Some other coworkers, if I could get some good deals on some brand names, like in Laos, we'll work on that. But if not, I'll just have to get them souvenir stuff. Honestly, these are coworkers. Don't have to, but
เขาเจ้าให้ถือกลับเมื่ออยู่บ่
I mean, I brought it on my flight here from Laos. It's in my luggage, so they don't, and it's a check bag, which is fine. And think about it, I did check my baggage, and I didn't see anything missing. Let's be honest, right? In the U.S., when TSA checks your bag, you know, it's not just here, let's just open it. They have legal authority. They have reason. They have drug sniffing dogs. And so it's more trustworthy than, say, in Thailand or other places. Last time I was here, I bought a couple Louis bags. One handbag, one was a little small backpack. Even though they may have a sign posted at the Phuket airport, I was like, oh man, am I going to get in trouble for this? I don't have anything to declare because I'm pretty sure this is not real. I know I didn't pay $10,000 for this Louis Vuitton. And so no problem last time. I don't expect it to be any problem this time too. So I'm looking forward. To me, this is the best part of the trip. Yeah, sure, you get to enjoy and relax. But ไปหาซื้อของให้พี่น้อง coming here, my carry-on, I choose a carry-on because I didn't want to bring two big luggages, so I had the big luggage. My carry-on was full of เครื่องนุ่งของถือยาอันนั้นอันนี้ให้พี่น้อง I have no problem because I don't have any.
Yeah, when you don't have it, you have no problem.
Yeah.
I tell everyone that too. I don't have money. I'm not working. I don't have a job.
And some were like, oh, okay. And then some are like, oh. And then some like, oh, คือมาเที่ยวไปเล่นมาจะไปไหนมาไหน Why are you asking so many questions? เอ้านี่พวกที่เขาใส่ได้น้ำเชื่อกับขาดส่วนพวกที่จะเคยไปเรียนน้ำเจ้านี้ลุ่มร้านก็ซื้อตอนในคอเขาน้ำลุ่มแล้วอาการที่แต่ร้านจะไปเรียนลูกจะออกซอยที่จะมีลูกก็ไม่บอกอย่างนั้น But it's I like it. It's Laos is definitely. I mean, I was asking my aunt since well up in two bit but really it's more first cousin than anything. เราก็ไปอยู่อเมริกาเราก็คนอเมริกา more than คนลาว and but เราไม่อยู่ลาว10 ปลายปี10 กว่าปีนะ14 15ไม่นะ but anyways ตำรวจมักจอด you know thirsty she's told me several stories and she's mentioned you know what hey if I did something wrong go ahead and find me and I'll go ahead and take it up to the courthouse จนสมองบรรยากาศและบาลีแต่เป็นก็คนอื่นดีล่มกันนี่นั่นอันนี้ง่ายมากเลย you know we'll let it go this time kind of equivalent to that so and I said what you don't pay it every time that they're you know you broke the law breaking the law is subjective by the way we've seen drivers like Nakeem knows about the driving situation in Bington and you too Miguel so if that's the case everybody would have been fined every day all the time มองยังไงทันทีไปทางกฎหมาย that's not really the case and so she saw me a lot of times where she's protested to the actual cop and you know and so you know what this time I'll give you some drinking water next time me and you we're going to go through court it's kind of ballsy lady 73-year-old like I didn't do anything wrong why and you know it's like hey you can go straight or you can turn he fined her because she was in a lane that had the option of turning or going straight and he tried to fine her she told him let's go take a look at the lane so you see the arrow here and she walks with a cane by the way and so you tell me how was I blocking that vehicle when I'm going straight and I have that option to go straight different scenarios different situations sometimes you and most of the time the cops it's almost like there's like 3 to 4 in every corner come on they like to pull over Chinese drivers I noticed that and that's what I'm hearing I guess that's their way of feeding their
Well, I'm going to say that's a good thing. That's a good thing if they do that.
The Chinese can be a little reckless. I can agree with that. And sometimes a little bit, how should I say it? Been to be up sometimes. There's that. So it's a mixture of both. But yeah, I see the sentiment where Chinese people, they, it's like, they don't have and it's just me, just my observation, they don't really have a regard for, not saying all Chinese people, let's be real, or, you know, don't follow the rules, but it's like they say, good job, Bill. Hit tam chay, maybe that's the term. For what I'm seeing, hit tam chay. I mean, one lady, you know, Laos people can, how can, you know, kakita, lie and then I mean that's fine but when you're in a railway station you've got all these people around is that an appropriate behavior I don't know for me you would think maybe Tom say young women to just let it out I didn't see it but you know my relatives mentioned that to me and I wasn't really nearby but it's just I see the demeanor of Kun Jin it's they say ก็จะมากเนี่ยก็จะ it's like โบอย่าสนเป็นไรเมือง I guess มันก็เข้ากันกับคนลาว but you know at least คือหาคนอื่นมองง่ายๆเนาะผมเป็นสิ่งตามใจ
Yeah, I learned my lesson. If I travel, I've never do my connection in China because it's like the announcement said don't get up until the plane completely stop. Here they are getting up, getting their bag and start moving. It's like, where are you going? The plane is still moving. You cannot go anywhere. Even you get up right now and get all your bags ready. still have to wait until the plane stop. They just, for some reason, they just in a hurry. They just want to be the first one. They just want to be there first.
And so there's times where, you know, you want to get and I get that. But then there's also maybe connecting flights, which is understandable. But when sometimes, you know, but you also got to look at, you know, what about other people who are in front of you? You don't want to run them over. There's a common courtesy that doesn't get applied. And I'm not saying I saw that, but I can understand the reason for wanting to get up. Yeah, you've been sitting in a while sometimes, and you're ready to get out of the plane and get going to your destination. And I get that. I understand that. But yeah, it's just sometimes it's abrasive, abrupt, from what I've seen. So not all of them are like that. It just will be clear. But it just seems like there's okay, I thought maybe housekeeping might be coming in. I don't really need anything clean. I only slept here one night so far. I'm just gonna go walk and look for something to eat. Got one cold.
Okay, so hope you have a safe flight back home.
Thank you. Thanks for allowing me to be a part of the live stream. It's been a while.
It's nice to have you back. We'd like to,
Yeah.
hear it about what you did and how you feel, and would you come back? And
Yeah, thanks for the update, Chris.
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully I was beneficial to the viewers as well, as far as providing some insight. And again, this is from what I'm just being transparent, from what I see, from what I notice. And I don't see and know everything. I'll be the first to tell you that. But I observe, I look, I just don't run around like a chicken with its head cut off, so to speak. Or try not to.
Yeah, we like
So
that.
I
We like
think-
to hear about your, what you really think about where you travel to and what is your experience. People just, we all different and people have different opinion on all the things. But, that's your personal, thought about Laos, and we respect that. And I think we all share, right? We have we want to share this and share it with others who never been here in Laos, and then they can be the judge if you want to still come to Laos or not. But I think everyone should come, like you said, at least one or twice before you make decision if you don't want to, be here as your retirement, after your retirement, or you want to go somewhere else.
I said this before. Some people complain about like, ประเทศลาวมีแต่ขี้ฝุ่น ประเทศลาวมีแต่ขี้ตม ถนนหนทางก็เป็นขี้ตม
Which is true.
I said this before, then don't go to where there's dirt. Don't go to where it's dirty, right? Stay and travel where it's clean, where the road is nicer. Then don't go there. If you don't like dust, don't go where there's so much dusty.
You make a valid point. Now, there's dust everywhere. Some places are worse than others. When I was in Pakse, oh my God, the air quality was not the greatest. I was coughing, sneezing. It cleared up. I had to have a mask on.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, I had to pursue the air quality is better than Pakse.
Mm-hmm.
And Rompabang is better as well.
Mm-hmm.
So there's areas you can go and avoid. Sometimes it's unavoidable, but hopefully you're not there for a really long time in that area. But that's why I had to get out of Pakse, plus I was scheduled to get out. But Pakse it was just coughing, eye allergies. So it was not as clean air quality as people say. For me, it wasn't. My health told me that. as in other parts of the country was. And there are areas where it's really dusty, but go for yourself. Yeah, try to avoid if you can all the dirt roads, all the muds, if you can. There'll be areas where you can avoid it, if you can avoid it, like you said.
Yeah. So Chinese formula is never laugh to respect that. It's something Chinese to hear.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I
if,
agree.
yeah, if they're like Chinese, like Chinese, they migrate long time ago, like Vietnamese too, right? The same. It's other race. If they here for a long time, then they already know and adapt to the culture. But for the new migration, the people just here for their work and stuff, they're not gonna respect those other people.
Okay, should we let everyone go?
Yes, it's been 3 hours, and thank you so much, Chris, for joining us and update about your trip. And we appreciate that and hope you have the rest of the trip as happy as
Go out shopping.
yes, before you go back to the office.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for having me, everybody. Appreciate your time and tuning in. I appreciate it. Yeah. Certainly appreciate everybody. Thank you for your time. Allow me to come in and speak, and just hopefully it was beneficial and helpful. Until we see each other again, I wish everybody well.
Bye, Chris.
Bye.
Okay.
Have a safe trip home.
Yeah. He seems like he's having a great time, so that's good.
Yeah, if he say he'll do it again, he must have an okay time.
But yes, and ขอบใจหลายๆเด้อน้องเฮาผู้มาวอร์มไลฟ์สตรีมเนาะขอให้ก็มื้อนี้ก็เป็นมื้อหนึงที่ว่ามีแขกมีแกสเนาะก็หวังว่าทุกคนสิได้ไอเดียจากเนาะเพิ่นคริสก็คือเพิ่นเป็นคนลาวสัญชาติอเมริกาเนาะเพิ่นมาเที่ยวเป็นครั้งที่2เนาะเป็นคนแล้วก็
I wish his speaker is a little bit more clear and louder, but it was really low and hard to understand him.
Yeah, he has like the phone away from his, but I mean, we still can hear you if you have.
Yeah.
That's why,
But
like,
we
I
kind
have
of-
one ear. I was like,
But
next time.
we got the point. We understand most of it, that he have good time, that he think people should come visit Laos 1 or twice before you make your decision. And if you're thinking about, moving back to Laos, do it now. Like, do it now. Make plan. Come visit. Don't wait. I don't think anything good come out from wait, right? Because you don't know what can happen next year, next week, next day. If you want to do it, I said, get started, go get your passport, make plans, and travel. Get on the road, travel. You'll see so many things. It will open your eyes. It will open your mind.
Yeah, thanks, Chris, for being transparency and like everyone has their point, right? Like we like and dislike things, but you be your own judge, and again, we convince you to come here, to travel here. Nothing like your own experience. Nobody can ever tell you your experience unless you hear yourself, and we really convince you to do that. And again, like Gail said, if you don't have passport yet, start the process, and then make a plan. And we'll be live again this Sunday, and we'll talk more about things in Laos again. That's what our channel is about Laos, about people who live in abroad and who want to retire or to visit Laos, and yeah, we also don't want to think that we only speak the nice thing about Laos. We know for sure like what is the negative things about Laos, but why do you want to be negative over positive? Being positive is
Yeah, but
always making
overall negative thing like ของสิ่งที่บ่ดีหั่นน่ะน้อยกว่าสิ่งที่ดีคือเจ้าจะได้รับสิ่งที่ดีหลายกว่าสิ่งที่บ่ดีเพราะฉะนั้นมันก็เฮ็ดให้เฮาแบบตัดสินใจได้หั่นน่ะ right because there's more good thing there's more positive than negative.
It's outweighed the positive. It's outweighed the negative. Like then you have to choose. Yes, anywhere you live is going to be negative, positive. But what is outweighed more? Negative or positive? Yes, and โดยขอบใจหลายๆเนาะแล้วก็มื้อนี้กับ3 ชั่วโมงกว่าตามเคยเนาะ ดีเลย์ตลอด
ขนาดหิวนอน
ขนาดหิวนอนได้นี่นะแก้วก็อดหลับอดนอน No. She knows when she wanna go. But okay เนาะก็ขอบใจเนาะเฮาหลายๆทุกคนเนาะแต่งไอ้แขกไอ้สู้ไอ้คริสไอ้ปอยนะไอ้โจไอ้แสงไอ้ใหญ่แล้วก็แล้วก็ไอ้สุกันเนาะแล้วก็หลายๆคนเนาะพอน้องชมพู่ทุกคนแหละที่เข้ามาเบิ่งไลฟ์สตรีมของพวกเราเข้าร่วมในตอนนี้แล้วก็เบิ่งย้อนหลังเนาะก็ขอบใจหลายๆแต่ว่ามีหยังที่ว่าอยากให้เฮาลงเนาะให้เฮาลงเรื่องใดก็ฝากคอมเมนต์ไว้ได้เด้อหรือว่าผู้ใดอยากมาคือมาร่วมไลฟ์สตรีมคือไอ้คริสก็ยินดีเนาะ next live stream ก็ยินดีที่ว่าสิมาร่วมบทสนทนาแบ่งปันเนาะว่าผู้ใดสิมีประสบการณ์หรือว่ามีข้อความคิดความเห็นอะไรเฮาก็อยากให้แต่ละคนมีสามารถแชร์ได้หั่นนะโอเคแก้วมีหยังเสริมบ่
No, see you on Saturday.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you
everyone.
again
Thank
and
you.
good night.